Welcome back to another episode of the JAMcast. As always, we're here with Juno and Mac.
Yo,
But this time we're also joined by a guest, Sammy, or Samuel Talks About Games on YouTube. Sammy, why don't you introduce yourself? Say something.
I'm a guy that plays games, and I'm here to talk about the Game Awards and GTA 6. And yeah,
wow.
Epic.
and
So,
I
yeah,
also make videos once in a while.
true.
He does that.
So,
He does that.
just like us. But like Sammy just said, the main topic for this episode is going to be the Game Awards that happened last Thursday night. But a few days before that,
Oh
we also
man,
got our first look at GTA 6, so we're going to talk about that for a bit. But first, what's everyone been up to? What you guys doing? How you guys doing? Juno, you can start.
man,
the
I'm gonna be
J.
honest, dude. I haven't really been doing much of anything. Lego Fortnite. That's about it.
I was
A
about to
lot of
say,
Fortnite
there's a big
updates.
game we started,
Yeah.
Lego Fortnite.
I tried.
Yeah.
Been playing. I tried Lethal Company. That game's pretty cool. Uh, yeah. I haven't really been doing anything, to be
You
honest.
finished Baldur's Gate 3 and now you're in the void of
Yeah.
multiplayer games.
Yeah, we
Not really,
got the
because they brought an
sequel
update
to-
back with a new difficulty, so I'm back in the shit.
They're
Unfortunately.
going back in. Holy
Yeah, they
shit.
took away my. They retracted my platinum, so now I have to go get that trophy. They actually did
It's a,
on Steam.
it's a
So
crime worse
Oh,
than death.
true. On Steam, it's like the 100% that's gone.
yep. So
Yeah.
I guess my life is just Baldur's Gate 3. It's been like what, 4 months.
They're gonna add some new shit too once you beat this mode. Watch.
Out of spite.
They're gonna be like, "As thanks for Game of the Year, we're creating fuck you difficulty
Just
Hell
for
yeah.
you, Juno. Another
just for you."
difficulty. Have fun.
Yep.
Well, I've been playing a lot of Xenoblade 2 after
Oh,
recently uploading
brother.
my Xenoblade 1 video. And I've come to the conclusion that it's objectively a better game. And if someone says that one is better, I just don't know. I don't know what to think. But at least I found some supporters in that, so I'm good. Other people think the
I
same
mean, yeah, we
sometimes
we all know why people like Xenoblade 2, though. I
because
mean, let's
it's
be
the
honest
better
here.
game.
Because
Yeah,
of the characters'
Yeah,
large
the better game.
personalities.
the plot.
Large,
better.
there are two large personalities. Yep.
Their personalities do be pretty large. But no, I've been playing that. I'm on chapter 7 right now. I played like the
You're
end of
almost
chapter
done.
6 and chapter 7 yesterday or 2 days ago. Yeah, I guess I'm almost done because isn't it 10 chapters exactly?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
Each
pretty far.
chapter marks 10%. So
yeah.
Xenoblade 2 is the shortest main story of the three games.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
If you
think I'm
just do
about
main story, you can beat it pretty quick.
I think I'm like 50 50 hours in, 40,
I
50, something
remember,
like that.
I remember Xenoblade
Mhm.
1. It felt a lot longer than it was because there was
It's
a
a
lot of grinding you had to
bad
do for
game.
this one area. Yeah, I don't want to say the
I only
boss
remember
because
having the grind once in one, but yeah.
No, but with 2, I do have the thing that it doesn't feel like I've put that much fucking time into it. I'm always surprised. It's like, oh fuck, it's been 50 hours already. But that's
Mhm.
cool. I'll probably beat it soon then. But that's basically all I've been doing. Mac, what about
this
you?
year you'll probably finish it up.
Yeah.
You already know what I'm gonna say, dude. I bought Dragon Quest Monsters, and it's the first good Dragon Quest game in a while because they had Treasures, which was a big stinker. It felt like a Fisher Price game, and then we got Dragon Quest Die, which I don't even want to talk about. That shit is a tragedy in itself. But now we got Monsters, and it's a very good game. I would actually say, if we're just talking about the gameplay, it is the best monster racing RPG ever made. There are so many good mechanics and like detail to every monster that like normal monster racing games wouldn't even think to have. Like there's like multiple skill trees on each monster. You can fuse them, and then you can put the skill trees from one monster onto another one. It's like it's insane. It's nutso. It's so good.
It's peak.
And to anyone who is listening to this that's disappointed with the current state of Pokemon, give this game a try. It's very, very good. I think even if you're not a Dragon Quest fan, you could really enjoy it.
No.
And yeah, that's been my main squeeze. I'm getting ready for Infinite Wealth next month.
Oh
That
yeah.
is going to be my life, my religion. I still have to play Gaiden, but I'm gonna wait a little bit on Gaiden. And yeah, that's
Wow.
that's what I've been doing.
Cool. Sammy, guest, what have you been up to?
Well, for the past 6 months, I've been playing 90% Yakuza, and it's no different right now. I just beat Yakuza 7 like a dragon. Right now, I'm playing Gaiden, and it's very good. The story is very good, and
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah. No, I saw it. You also uploaded a video on that, like why you're obsessed with Yakuza now. So
yes, yeah. I just had to get my thoughts out, and I've also been playing Lego Fortnite with them. We got a sequel to Tears of the Kingdom just
Yeah,
6 months after it came out. So
you're not very good at Lego Fortnite though. You have much to learn
Yeah.
about cold
yeah,
weather.
do you still
yeah.
hate the game?
We're also not very good at architecture in that game.
We.
Hey, we're working on it.
The last time I
Speaking
talked
French,
to you,
bro.
Sammy, you really hated Lego Fortnite. It was like the worst game you
Dude,
ever
he was
played.
giving it
You said.
so much shit, and
Yeah,
he was just doing it to
Do you still
himself.
think that?
it's good now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nice. At least it's good
When
now.
they add Lego Kiryu, he's gonna say it's the best game ever made.
Yeah, it baffles me why he's not in Fortnite yet or Ichiban.
All right, nice. So I guess that's what everyone's been doing. So let's get into the main topics. The first news that released last week, it was earlier than they wanted to, but they put out the GTA 6 trailer. And that was pretty cool. I see the internet
Oh,
still
that
talking
was
about it because they want to cancel it, which
that was
is
so
good.
depressing
They
that
want to cancel
it
it?
got
Why?
leaked early. Oh wait, why do they want to cancel it?
I just see a lot of people still talking about like GTA 6 is woke and this is not for children.
Oh
Children
my
cannot play this.
god.
Look at all the ass everywhere.
That is the
There are
dumbest shit
women,
ever, man.
there are
It's
asses.
Grand
This
Theft
game should
Auto.
not come out. Yeah.
Like, it literally, the title of the game is literally like, like the same like name as like a crime that you do in real life, bro.
Yeah.
Like, no shit, kids aren't supposed to be playing it.
This is
Yeah, I
really
mean,
fucking funny.
Yeah,
there's M ratings for a reason. Like I don't
Grand
really know
Theft
what they
Auto is
want.
like a
That's
felony
gotta be bait,
punishable
man.
crime.
Have
There's
you
no way people are
seen
that stupid.
have you seen
Yeah,
Elon
I think
Musk's tweet
I don't know.
about it? That was
Yeah, how
really
he's a
fucking
little piss
funny.
baby, doesn't like killing cops.
He's like, I
It's
had to quit
Like,
in the
grow up,
first
bro.
mission
Like,
because you
grow
have to
up.
kill a cop.
and then I remember someone replied to that with, "Oh, this is why I'm glad Cyberpunk doesn't let you kill cops." But in Cyberpunk, there are missions where you have to kill cops, so that's just bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
They
And
said
then
they
that
said
guy
something
got like
like
community
it
knows
was
it.
killing cops in Cyberpunk is optional. That's what they said.
yeah, but that's like not even true.
Yeah, I have no
I don't
idea
know.
I
about
have no
Cyberpunk.
idea. I haven't played Cyberpunk.
I just think it's funny to see
I've
that the internet is
I've
in
played it.
flames over GTA 6.
Yeah, I've played Cyberpunk. You do indeed have to kill cops at a point, or you have to
There you
at
go.
least get in a battle with them.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it did get leaked, as Mac was saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it got leaked and then they just released it, right? They were just like, fuck it. Like, people
The
already...
leak was so whack. It said buy Bitcoin. Like,
Yeah,
Because when did the
that's how
trailer...
I
when did the
that's how I
trailer come
watched
out?
the trailer first.
Like my time, it was supposed to come out on Tuesday at 3 p.m., I think. But then at the night before, Monday, 11 p.m., it got leaked, and then at 11:30 they released it officially. So they reacted quickly after the leak, but
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. They released it like pretty like earlier because of the leak, right?
yeah, they released like the night before.
Mm.
It really sucks, but I'm glad that they at least released it early, because as soon as I saw that it got leaked, it's like, well, everyone's gonna be talking about it now. I don't want to watch this trailer with a fucking buy Bitcoin
Yeah,
watermark over it.
I feel like
So
leaks are so fucking lame, in my opinion, because it's just like
No, yeah, when
like we're gonna get this shit
so
eventually. Like, why spoil yourself? You know what I mean?
yeah, especially when it's
another
the next
example
day.
is when Tears of the Kingdom came out, that game leaked 2 weeks early. And it's like people were playing it early, and I bought the game. I was gonna play it on release, and I had to like dodge leaks.
Yeah. No, leaks are fucking stupid. Especially because like it's a minute-long trailer that people have been waiting for like almost 10 years, and then like the evening before they just
Hey,
decide to
man.
leak it because they can't wait.
The Bitcoin shill was more important, I guess, to them.
I wonder if anyone saw that trailer and was like, damn, time to buy Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm a wooga. Time to buy Bitcoin. Yeah, I don't think
Probably.
so.
Sure, there's
I
like
don't know.
some
Yeah,
money.
I'm not a crypto whale myself, but
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, if I had to make a quick 60K to donate to an OnlyFans girl, then maybe I would, but no.
Yeah, but the trailer itself was cool. I liked it. I know that Mac is not that into GTA because it's not a JRPG, but
No, GTA is great. So they have the crocodile from the Florida videos where like the crocodile
true.
enters a convenience store, and they recreated that. Actually, there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, like how what was it, the Florida Joker or whatever his name
Oh, the
is
guy with all his
suing them.
face tattoos. Yeah.
Yeah. They're suing, or they want to sue Rockstar for using their likeness in the game, which is really funny because he gets his likeness from the fucking Joker. So it's like, by that logic, DC could sue his ass. Like, it's so stupid.
Florida man moment.
Florida moment, exactly.
Yeah, I saw that shit, and fucking the voice actor for Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2 replied in his own video, like basically
What
saying
did
like
he
you're a
say?
dumbass,
Roger
like
Clark.
that's not how that works. Rockstar has like dozens and dozens of lawyers, like so like
Rockstar
there's not
owns
even a
you,
point in
bitch.
trying to
I like to
like they
think
know what they're doing
Rockstar is like
basically.
I'd like to think they're like the Tojo clan. You just try to like bring up any point against them, and they'll have armies waiting for you at their
Yep.
doorstep.
Yeah.
That's fucking Nintendo.
True.
Yeah, Nintendo too. The Florida Joker is gonna take on all 100 members of the Rockstar legal team on his own.
Upload a Nintendo video game soundtrack to YouTube. You're gonna wake up with a horse head next to you in your bed.
Yep.
This is a warning.
Yeah.
This is a warning. Second time you wake up in a bathtub full of ice, missing a kidney.
Oh god. Then they send the ninjas after you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the trailer was really, really good. I'm excited for GTA 6.
Yeah, same. It looked a lot better than I expected it to look.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I know, I seen it, I'm like, dude, this is like real life, bro.
Yeah,
This shit's
exactly.
prettier than real life, bro.
I don't think games could even look better than that, to be honest. Like, it's gonna be like 700 gigs to render all that shit, so get ready.
700 gigs, 150 to buy the game.
$150 launch price, yep.
No,
Bro,
the game does look insane.
If games look this good now, like, what are they gonna look like in like 10 years?
Yeah,
gonna
I
have,
just
like-
wonder how they're gonna.
Are they gonna
from
implement
here?
like other senses? Like tasting
Yeah, that's what
or
I've always
smell.
thought
smelling?
about. Like beyond
Oh
like
my
the
god,
PS6,
imagine
like I
like
feel
you
like
could walk through the streets of Florida and smell all the homeless people. Oh my god.
Oh god.
oh yeah,
The Sammy, what
like
were
for
you saying?
example, the PS6, like I feel like they have a nice generational jump that they could do with that, but like beyond that, right? Like beyond 4K 120 with ray tracing, like what's the point of going for 8K when it's really hard to distinguish it? So like, what's the
Yeah,
big selling
exactly.
point of
I feel
future
like
gens?
it's gonna get to the point where VR and AR technology is gonna start being implemented into mainstream games more, because that technology is gonna get better.
True. 'Cause right
Yeah.
now that's still like a niche, but that can
The
expand a
MetaQuest
lot.
3 is
I think-
really insane.
I think there's gonna be holographic gaming soon.
The MetaQuest 3 has a feature where you can wear it, and then it lets you see the space around you in VR.
Yes.
So you could still use your, like,
Okay.
you can use shit like web browsers, but you're in your living room. Watching
Yeah.
a YouTube video, pin it, and then make it really big, and then just put it on your empty wall, and then just sit there and watch
Yeah.
YouTube in your bed with your
I think
VR
I
headset.
also had that because I had a Quest or a Rift or something. I had a VR headset for a while, and they also had features like that, but like the see-through quality was really bad, and it was like laggy and stuff. It
No,
was
yeah,
really
that's
I don't
only
know.
for like
real
in
life.
emergencies if you need to see where your desk is again or something, you can turn it on, but it wasn't like made for that, it felt.
The
So I
MetaQuest 3,
guess
I don't know what it looks like
Mm.
from like the person's perspective of wearing the goggles, but like from the footage I've seen, it looks like just it's clear, like, you know, it's just clear image. I seen a dude
That's
on
cool.
TikTok working on his car wearing the headset and then having a YouTube video pinned to the side like a tutorial while he's fixing up his car. Like he's watching a YouTube video for it. And I'm like, that's literally like some Tony Stark like 2050 shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's where I think video games are going to start implementing
you know,
virtual
I got
reality
another
more,
idea
augmented reality. It's going to
actually.
be like Sword Art Online.
So what if this is like way in the future, but what if there was like glasses, right, that you could wear that could like you could play the game through the glasses. Like you could play like a
So just
GTA
like
level game.
really small VR glasses,
Yes.
basically.
But you could just
Yeah.
walk anywhere and like
Yeah.
play the
think
game.
that, yeah, I think VR today will eventually get like that, towards like more minimal
Mhm.
and less, I guess, awkward, like carrying it around, playing with it and stuff. It'll get to the point where it's just glasses on your face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Because like visual wise, the games aren't gonna get much better than this. I feel like they can't really go anywhere else. So if they want to keep like expanding on it, I guess they do have to go to like the hardware gimmicky side of things, of like implementing it in VR and stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like they've never. I feel like VR has always just been like for not everyone, you know. So
Yeah.
devs and companies and stuff, they haven't put too much like money and resources into developing VR games. I feel like regardless of how how good it is, like it never sees as much popularity as like, you know, a regular video
Yeah.
game.
Still in like the early stages, it needs to.
I think the Quest 2 did very well though. Like there exists a market. I
Yeah,
think the Quest
for
2 is at
sure.
about 20 million units sold, which is massive for a VR system.
Yeah, the market's definitely growing because there's also just more with VR. Like almost every Resident Evil game now has a VR mode with like 8 has a 4 remake has a, so like there is more VR stuff there. So I guess the
Yeah,
market is like
Yeah.
gonna be growing.
It'll
there's
definitely
a lot
get
of people
I will
popular.
interested
say,
in VR.
Not to mention
I
anything
had
like
a
not just video games too. Like I said,
Yeah.
that dude was using it to work on his car, so eventually non-gamers will get into it.
Yeah, my mom's not a gamer and she has a VR set.
Hmm.
It's
yeah,
just
I
cool,
actually
I
played
guess.
Resident
People like
Evil
it.
4 on the Quest 2.
The
It
like
was the original
original.
Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's I liked it more than the original game because it offered some extra like ways to play because like obviously you don't have tank controls and
Yeah.
you are Leon Kennedy. I think there's a market there, like,
Are
and if they can
Leon
make
Kennedy.
VR easier with like lighter headsets and shit, and because I can't play VR games for that long before feeling dizzy. So if they
Yeah,
can
I
find a
also
way to
have
get
that.
around that,
I got motion sick.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah. No.
I
GTA
haven't fucked
6,
with VR enough
very
to even
cool.
know if I get sick from it or not. Probably though.
I feel like it's
When
very common right now. And most
just-
people I know that used to get motion sickness pretty quickly.
I just
Mhm.
recently got a VR headset. I don't know. It's some Samsung thing. I don't know. It was a hand-me-down from a friend of mine, but I was trying Phasmophobia with it, and after like an hour, I was just like, "Ugh, okay, I have to stop playing."
Yeah.
Oh man.
The Game Awards.
True, the Game Awards.
The
They
gay
happened.
awards.
So there's a lot with the
sucked.
Game Awards that we can talk about. But I guess first we'll get our general thoughts and stuff out there. What did we think of the Geoff Keighley show 2023?
So people have been saying this, but I think it was a great show, but a terrible award show.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I can also
completely.
see that.
Yes.
It was a
I,
great E3 type of show, like for showings of games purely. But besides that, while watching it, it didn't bother me that much. But like afterwards, if you see all the things of like the teleprompters being like,
Oh my
Please
god.
wrap it
please
up.
wrap it
That
up.
shit
Yeah,
irked
that's
me,
Please
like,
man.
wrap it up.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to talk about. But I agree. I feel like we need something like E3. I feel like the Game Awards has become more about announcements and advertisements than celebrating
yeah.
the success of game devs. But
Like,
a lot of
Geoff
people
Keighley's
seem to
really
disagree
trying to
with
fill
that.
the void, I feel like. Because like
Void
in
of E3, yeah.
yeah, because in summer he has a summer games fest, and now I guess in winter he's trying to do his second like wave of game announcements with the Game Awards, but should still stay a show for the awards and like the developers and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah,
For
because
real.
then you run into situations like this where, obviously you want your show to be a 3-hour show. You don't want it to be longer, so you're rushing the like the speech of the Baldur's Gate devs for Game of the Year.
It was
Like,
barely a minute.
bruh, like they won Game of the Year.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's crazy to me. Like
If
you
someone
and
wins
people
Game of the Year,
died.
they should just get as long as they want, really. Like, at least, like, a few minutes.
Yeah, like
yeah.
that's
They
the
should
end of the
not get a
show
hard
anyways,
cutoff.
so literally right after they're done presenting, it's over. But yeah, that's just crazy to me. Like you're packing so much shit into the show, it gets to the point where you start cutting into the speeches. Like that is so backwards.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you're
They
showing, like,
don't
12
need
Fortnite ads, but
like
can't even
I'm
look
gonna
at
be
dev stuff.
honest. They don't need like best esports or best content creator or there's some stuff they could cut out.
Right now that stuff is in the pre-show, and they do. I don't think those awards are the problem because they do like quick fire them. They were literally like, okay, now
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
esports awards, and within 5 minutes they were done with. So
Yeah, they have
that
it's
I
crazy.
don't really mind.
They have a lot of awards that they just like rapid fire. Like they have a
Yeah.
few segments.
Yeah, there
where
are
you're
some
like,
Kinda
let's
big
just
just
ones
do
that they
too
rapid
many.
fired,
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
They shouldn't have. Like, best score got just rapid fired. Like, no, that's one that
what
should be,
soundtrack?
like, talked about more.
Yeah, the best
Yeah.
soundtrack one.
Yeah, it's the only one that 16 won. It was rapid
Yeah,
fired.
that's crazy to me.
Like rapid firing the esports stuff is like fine because not everyone cares about that. But if you're talking about like best music, that should be one of the main awards that you give out, I feel like.
Exactly.
Instead of having like random celebrities talk for fucking 5 minutes.
I know. I look. I love Hideo Kojima, but I think it is total horseshit that they just talked that long about it when we didn't even get that
Yeah.
much of a trailer in the first place.
Yeah, a
What
game
the
that's
fuck
gonna
was
launch
that
like 2
trailer? That
years
has to be
from
one of
now.
It
the
was a
worst game trailers I've
teaser.
ever seen in my
Yeah.
life.
I couldn't really hear it because there were like 20 of us in the fucking call, but nothing really
They were
happened.
just I think they showed 3, not even characters, just like close-ups of people, and
Mhm.
they said the same sentence. It was something about an alligator or something. It was like a weird rhyme or like a weird saying that they just said like multiple times each of them, and that was it.
Yeah, and then Hideo
Yeah, I wish I
Kojima
knew
came
what the
out
game was about.
stroking it for like 10 minutes, and then when
Yeah.
that wasn't enough, Jordan Peele came out to give him a reach around. And
Oh
then
my god.
those two and Geoff Keighley went backstage to have a threesome right afterwards.
Yeah, I'm convinced.
I think that's exactly what happened, yeah.
Cuts to Fortnite ad.
Meanwhile, Game of the Year,
Yeah.
they got 30 fucking seconds to thank all the people that passed away trying to make their game.
That especially because when you see the clip of when the like please wrap it up came on the screen, that was literally when they were talking about people that they lost. They were like, oh, we lost a lot of people during development, and while they said that, the screen would switch to wrap it up, get off stage. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy. Please wrap it up too. Like that phrase is just like, bro,
yeah.
wrap it up, man.
Mhm.
Like, what are you? Are
Jeff,
you my
I know you
dad
watch
or some shit?
JAMcast. You should
Yeah,
be
fuck
ashamed
you.
of yourself.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Jeff.
Do better, Chef.
Yeah.
Do better.
I guess it's because like last year they did have like Christopher Judge's really long speech that everyone was shitting on. So I guess that made Jeff also go like, okay, we need to put a limit on this, but this isn't how he's
Everyone
supposed
blaming
to do it.
Christopher Judge for the woes.
I got a good idea. Why don't
This
they
year.
have 2 nights for the Game Awards? Like, why don't they just do it over 2 days? Have half the awards on one day, half the other day. They could have people give their speeches, and they could also have the announcements that they want to have as well.
Like in a game announcements day versus an awards day.
That would
Or
cost a lot of money to run 2 days at that.
Then they would have to do more ads
stadium.
and everything.
True.
I feel like
just
we
feel
just need to like.
We just need another event for end of the year game announcements.
Yeah,
I just feel like the Game Awards can't do everything.
Or they
Yeah.
just need to focus less on the celebrity part, because I did see someone on Twitter say like, "Oh, gaming is a lot bigger than movies and like music and everything, but we still have these moments where like a big actor would come on stage who's not involved in the game industry at all,
Yeah,
and then he
has
would
no
talk
idea
for
what they're
like
talking
5
about.
minutes about like the fucking guy that plays Shang-Chi. He like came on stage with his leg, and then he was talking about, "Oh, I sprained my ankle or something." And he would
Yeah, or
talk about that for 5 minutes.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey, and then Matthew McConaughey came out, talked, and then they showed the most generic space game ever.
Yeah,
I completely
exactly.
forgot
It's
what the
like,
fuck it was called.
their focus is just not in the right place. They
Flop.
should be focused more on the developers instead of these random celebrities.
Hmm.
Yeah, 100%.
I suppose we should talk about the actual like winners. Does anyone have a list of
I will have a list in a second. I'm going to the website right now, so we can go over, I guess, the main ones.
I
real
have
quick,
some
who won.
gripes with some of the winners.
So I have only one in mind, but
I have some Allen gripes with some of the Allen winners.
oh, wait, let's see. We're going in order. The first one was most anticipated. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth won that.
See, that's a good winner.
That
You know,
is a good
obviously
winner.
that's, you know, I think
Guess I'm
clearly
going
Star
through
Wars
JAMcast, but
yeah, clearly Star Wars Outlaws is going to be the better game, but
most
you know,
anticipated?
it just
Yeah,
got
without
beaten out by
without a shadow of a doubt, it was gonna be Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I mean, are you kidding me?
yeah,
No,
What
yeah.
other
Yeah,
game would it
that's
be?
a safe ass bet that it would have been
exactly.
7
That was a
Rebirth. So
good one. So let's see. Best
Best adaptation.
adaptation. The
Another
Last of
one,
Us was
like-
gonna win this.
this
That
one,
makes
yeah,
sense.
if you guys watched the last JAMcast, I bet everyone in the audience $10 if Last of Us didn't win, and sure enough, Last of Us won. So
What I do want to say about it though is that it is the thing that was obviously gonna win, but I do also feel like it deserves it, because it wasn't like, it changed enough to make it fit for like a TV
yeah,
series
it was
format.
probably the best show
It
out
was
of
just
these.
a really good adaptation, so it's like, of course that was gonna win, but it's also like it did deserve it, I feel like.
Yeah,
I
no,
will
I mean,
watch it before season 2 comes out.
Neil Cuckman has, the Game Awards by the balls, so anything he puts out is gonna win no matter what.
I haven't seen it,
Lost of Us
so
3 for Game of the
no
Year.
opinion. I want to check out Twisted Metal though.
That's getting a
Same.
season. They announced that at the show, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah, the
Yeah.
fucking actor on the front there, it's fucking schizophrenic. Just kept yelling at
Constantly, like, pointing
fucking
into the
voices that
audience.
weren't there.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I
fucking
have
I
no
guess
funny.
idea what
the-
that was.
I guess Sweet Tooth giving him back shots
It must-
of Twisted
up-
Metal kind of fucked him up.
I'm guessing it was people yelling at him in the crowd or some shit, but
I feel like he was
you
trying
can't,
to
you
be
couldn't
like,
hear that. Like
I
if
feel like he was
even if there
trying to be like
were,
the other Reeves, who was like, "You were breathtaking." He was like trying to recreate that or something,
got
but
no
just
idea.
replied to the
He's
crowd.
like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be the next Keanu," and then he fumbled, and now everyone just thinks he's schizo.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Castlevania Nocturne sneaked in there, but I guess there wasn't like a million adaptations this year.
Hmm
Should have put
I
FNAF
mean,
there.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Nocturne has
true,
some
why
good things
isn't
about
FNAF
it.
there?
Like the animation for Nocturne is incredible,
Yeah, no, yeah.
but
I know it's not like
I don't know about the
complete
actual
shit
show.
or anything.
Yeah.
you guys got to remember all of this is like based off of what the media wants. Yeah.
Oh, Baldur's Gate 1! Oh my god! What is this, best family game?
This is best multiplayer.
Best multiplayer? Okay, come on. Baldur's Gate, best multiplayer. I mean, I guess.
It's got good multiplayer. You can hop in and
think-
out throughout
I
the
think
whole
Street
campaign.
Fighter. I think Street Fighter 6 should have won that, but
The only thing with Baldur's
Um,
Gate is it's like, how the fuck are you gonna like finish a campaign with a group of people? Like, It's
Very
gonna take so
dedicated.
long.
Very
But
dedicated.
that's not
Yeah, it's-
necessarily like, it's not because people can't get a group together that doesn't mean it doesn't have good multiplayer. Like,
don't
it
Multiplayer
might be
know.
hard to finish a
in
campaign in a
Baldur's Gate
group
is a
with
lot
that.
of fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Best sports racing.
I
Whoa.
mean, that was obvious.
Are
Of
any of
course
us
Mario
Mario can win that.
racists in this chat?
I was screaming Hot Wheels for them to win, but
Are any of us?
Yeah,
they
Okay,
didn't.
no one responded.
What?
I asked if any of us were racist in the chat. Any of us played any of
Racist?
these?
Any racists in
Any of
chat?
these games?
No, I'm unfortunately not,
not- I
racist. I
don't
just
play
hate
racing
black
games.
people.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, let's move on.
I agree.
Best
I mean,
sim
yeah.
strategy. Yeah, that was gonna win. Pikmin
Man,
4.
Yeah.
Why isn't Fuga 2 in here?
True.
Pikmin
I mean,
4 is
obviously
the best
wanted
game
Fire
there.
Emblem to win, but you know, I hear Pikmin's good too.
No, it's the mainstream pick, I feel
Yeah,
like.
I like Pikmin more than Engage.
I'm just saying, Baldur's Gate 3 should have been in this category, so it could win that one too, because it is a strategy game. Just saying.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Well,
just like
another
Mario
award
Rabbids.
for that then.
Well, fuck Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate
Sonic
3
didn't
should-
get enough awards.
Baldur's
already.
Gate 3 should be in this category because you can play
Best
Baldur's Gate 3 with the
family.
No, I'm kidding.
The Sonic fans
Baldur's
all
Gate
like
3 should be in every category and it should
spurred
win
out.
all of them.
Yeah, I mean, clearly Mario Wonder was going to win this one. You know, it is also
Yeah.
the best game there.
Yeah. Best fighting. Yeah, it was either gonna be this or Mortal Kombat.
You know,
Street Fighter
I don't
6
think
winning.
it was. I don't think it was ever gonna be Mortal Kombat. Personally,
Street
Yeah, I think
Fighter-
Street.
No,
Yeah, I
no.
think
Street
Street
Fighter
Fighter
Street
6
Fighter
is
6
way
did so
bigger.
much more for the fighting
I've
game genre.
not-
Yeah.
I don't follow fighting games, so these are just the only two that I like. No
Street Fighter
people really
6
like.
is it's at like a 92 or 93 on Metacritic.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
damn.
Street Fighter
Yeah.
6 is a colossus of a fighting game.
I loved that game when it came out. I played it, and I don't usually play a lot of fighting games.
Okay, nice.
I'm a smart with it.
guess that's a dub.
Yeah.
Best RPG, Baldur's Gate.
I mean, yeah,
not
Baldur's Gate was-
Starfield, man.
No, man. At least
Man,
Star
Star
Slop
Slop.
lost. Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to compare roleplay because these are all different kinds of RPGs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I noticed. Like, Sea of Stars is turn-based. Starfield is like a shooter.
Starfield is garbage, so
Um,
it doesn't even matter.
It's bad. Lies of P
16
is
is a-
Souls-like.
Yeah, 16 is an action RPG.
16th action RPG, and then
And Baldur's Gate is a
3
strategy.
I think
These really are all very different
Yeah.
games, so they're hard to compare almost. But
I think
Pretty
my
sure we
obviously
also
Baldur's
talked
Gate was
about
gonna
that
win.
a bit last episode. So.
yeah, my pick here was Lies of P, but obviously Baldur's Gate wins.
As always.
Of
my
course.
pick was definitely 16, but you know, whatever.
Yeah,
Best
other
action
those,
adventure.
mine also be
Uh.
16. Not because
It's a
the only
shame
one I
that
played, but
Octopath 2 got snubbed, but you know, Geoff is gonna do what Geoff is gonna do.
Geoff doing it, Geoff. Best action adventure.
I feel like
Yeah,
this
I
was
mean,
hard.
come on,
Yup,
like,
this
yup.
was-
You know it.
Tears of the Kingdom is my third favorite game of all time. So you know,
I'm so glad Alan Wake didn't snub this one. Oh my god. But yeah, they knew they had to give Tears of the Kingdom at least one award, and they went for
Action
this one.
Adventure is traditionally the consolation prize for Game of the Year. So you know, Tears of the Kingdom clearly it wasn't going to win Game of the Year, so you know they had to give it to it here.
Can we just talk about Spider-Man 2?
Yes, I was gonna bring this up later when we were like done with everything, but yeah, Spider-Man 2. Honestly, sadly, it didn't win anything.
It was nominated for what, like 7 different
Yeah,
awards, and it
7.
didn't win a single one.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
I
a game coming up that only got nominated for one award, and compared to Spider-Man's, 7 nominations and no wins.
Oh, what did
Yeah.
Spider-Man get nominated for? I know, like, Best Action Adventure was Game of the Year. What else
Game of the
was it?
Year.
Innovation?
Like accessibility,
Yeah, innovation of accessibility.
whatever.
I don't know. I guess we'll see it when we run into it again. But yeah.
I think Spider-Man 2 is a great game, but I'm not a fan of the Spider-Man 2 fan reception of the Game of the Year winners. They're
Yeah.
very whiny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
they're very salty.
Yeah. It's like Baldur's Gate 3, this looks like Raid Shadow Legends, like, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these are the
they're
people
like
they've
turn-based
played.
games are so boring.
They've played like 2 games in their whole life. Both are PlayStation games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I
And they're
love
just-
Spider-Man too. Like, I think it's like
the same
almost
people.
a 10 out of 10. But, you know.
Same. I also really,
for the-
really love the game.
Yeah, I'm
But-
sure
yeah.
it's good. It's just not compared to the other games. It's just not as
Oh,
good. Clearly, 'cause it
Yeah,
didn't
I
win.
also just think that it's like this year was really fucking good. I feel like any other year, Spider-Man 2 would have gotten a lot of rewards, but this
Yeah,
year was
other
just so
than-
stacked that it's like it's not because it didn't win anything that's not a good game anymore, which is what a lot of people seem to think. for
Yeah,
some reason.
exactly. A lot of people seem to think this whole show is that this game is better than the rest of these. Just
I mean,
because
shit, like,
Tears of the
Resident
Kingdom
Evil
won Best
4.
Adventure doesn't mean that these other 4 games are terrible. Like the rest of these are
Yeah.
amazing games, and you should play all 5. It's just
Mhm.
Zelda was
shit, like
recognized
Resident
at being
Evil
the
4
best.
is, I think Resident Evil 4 is the best remake ever made, and it didn't win a damn thing, but, you know,
True,
it's
there
still a
was
great
also
game to
one
me.
that got snubbed.
Resident Evil 4 was
Yeah.
one of the highest rated games on here. Like almost everyone gave it a perfect score, and they loved
Yep.
the hell out of it. But it got nothing, absolutely nothing. I don't know if that's because it's a remake or what, but it's
I'm a
kind of
little
crazy.
bit
Well, yeah,
salty.
but-
Resident Evil 4 didn't get one award at least, but it's fine.
Yeah. So I have with Spider-Man as well. It would have been cool to win something, but like, it's getting 7 nominations is already a really big thing as well. Like,
Yeah,
not
that-
every game gets seven nominations. That's already an achievement.
Tears of the
I
Kingdom
feel
didn't
like.
even get 7.
That is
Yeah,
true.
got 5.
I feel like people don't consider actually just being nominated in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. Like, out of how many fucking games that released, it was one of the 5 that was nominated for Best Action Adventure, which is already saying a lot.
Exactly.
So,
So yeah, Sonic fans. Well, I guess this is for you guys too. Spider-Man fans, grow the fuck up. Just quit bitching, okay? Go play Baldur's Gate.
Play some
I
other
feel like
games.
Spider-Man fans and Sonic
Yeah.
fans overlap, so you're fine.
They eat from the same box of crayons.
Yeah.
Best
Oh,
Action
here it
Game.
is.
Ah!
So this is what I was
like-
talking about. This is the only Armored Core nomination and it fucking won.
I know, I just came
I'm
in,
glad I
took this,
won
and
this.
left.
Yep.
I mean, like Armored Core 6, it's also one of the best games of the year. You know, I like Hi-Fi Rush, but like, come on, Armored Core wins it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a FromSoft game. It was gonna win.
I heard Dead Island
Yeah.
2 is unbelievably mid.
Yeah, that's what
I don't even
heard
know
as
that
well.
shit got nominated. Like, they probably should put Liza P here again, but whatever.
Yeah, Eliza P or Final Fantasy 16 or something would also work, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Really, just
Yeah.
replace Dead Island 2 with Lies of P and replace Ghost Runner 2
I was a
with...
little bit scared that Hi-Fi
Oh,
Rush would
honestly.
win, but you know, Armored
I know,
Core
huh?
6 took the dub.
I'm surprised Ghost Runner 2 is here, because I feel like Ghost Runner 2 came out fairly recently.
I think it like
did.
just made the cutoff with like a day or 2, maybe.
Apparently, Ghost Runner 2 is a lot better than the first one, I've heard.
Interesting.
I believe it. I just
Yeah.
installed the first game and was playing it earlier today.
Nice.
First game's dope as well.
And then Remnant 2, I heard good things about Remnant 2.
Yes,
The first
wanna
game was
play
really
Remnant 2.
amazing. And
it actually just came to Game Pass, so I have it for free.
Oh, you're gonna check it out then? If you
Yeah,
find
I
the
hear Remnant
time.
2 is like a fantastic co-op game.
I like
Is
the
it
first game,
crossplay?
so I'm not sure.
No.
More games should have crossplay, man. This...
Every new
Kinda
multiplayer
sad.
game should have crossplay. There's no
Yeah.
excuse.
Okay, let's see. Best AR VR, yeah, Resident Evil.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah,
like,
just
it's
because of
Resident
Lady
Evil,
Demetrisk or whatever.
you get to see her in her 8-foot tall gloriness in
Like
VR.
This is fucking bullshit.
Best mobile
I'm
game.
so
True.
fucking mad that Hello Kitty Island Adventure got
True.
snubbed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Fucking
When
Yeah.
I saw this, I
Farm.
ripped off my shirt and started beating my chest.
I ripped my dick off.
Oh
If
my
we're
god.
looking at if we're looking at like review scores, like Honkai probably should have won, but you know, I was
Oh.
going for Hello Kitty Island
I have
Adventure.
no idea if Honkai
Dude, there
Star
was no
reviews
way
well.
any other game was winning this. Like, are you kidding
No,
me?
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
This is fucking
Yeah.
Maybe
Hoyoverse.
like Final Fantasy 7 kind of had a chance, but
I don't know. People didn't like Ever Crisis.
Also,
think.
it hasn't been around as long as Star Rail.
Okay,
Really?
yeah, true. That came out later in the year. and
Yeah,
Star Rail
this
was
is the
earlier.
first time Star Rail's like, I think
Where's
like being nominated
yeah.
for shit.
I didn't
Yes,
play
where's
Terra
catching a lot
Nil,
of shit?
but Monster Hunter now had a lot of issues with it being far too grindy for
Yeah.
like a augmented reality game. So, yeah.
Oh, I feel like the people hating on Ever Crisis were just people that don't like grindy gachas, and Honkai Star Rail is also just a grindy gacha, so that's why I thought that
Yeah.
they
But
both
Star
could
Rail
have a
has
chance.
the sexy women.
Oh,
But Ever Crisis also has them.
Not as much, not as many.
True.
oh man, I don't know, man. Tifa's so like overrated at this point that
I
it's.
feel bad for
I don't know,
Tifa,
man.
man. I feel bad for her. At this point.
True.
True.
Even the Italian Senate's gooning over her like mid-conference.
Oh man.
Alright, let's see. What else? The indie ones. Not
I don't-
Pizza Tower, Cocoon
I don't even
one.
I
know
didn't
what
play a
Cocoon
single
is.
one of these. I'm just sad that Pizza
Yeah.
Tower didn't
Oh
win
my
because it has the
God,
funny
so-
sounds.
It cut over to the Pizza Tower guys after this one, and they like had the most confused look on their face, like, "What the fuck is Cocoon?" And if you look at Cocoon on Steam, it doesn't have that many like reviews or like hits at all. So this is clearly just like someone on the judge board or whatever like was like, Cocoon's very good. Let's
Yeah,
give it
this
to
is like
Cocoon.
a media thing.
Yeah.
This definitely
They
wasn't
probably look at
voted
this
by
and
the
they're like, "Oh, this
people.
is so artsy," and so like, "Well, look at how stylish."
They
so
based it off
progressive.
the
They're
one
like, "What the
image that
fuck
they
is this thing?"
chose.
They're
for
like,
their
Pizza
website.
Tower, what the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, they literally just looked at this and they were like, "This is not winning. What the fuck is this?"
What the fuck is that? I don't know. I feel like maybe Dredge could have won too, but Cocoon, that's just such a weird pick.
Dredge I
Yeah.
actually
But
looked
whatever.
into, and Dredge is pretty cool. I think the Dave the Diver Dredge collab game is gonna be sick.
Oh,
That's
true. They also got an
that's smart.
Best
Ah,
independent
Thank
game.
God Dave the Diver didn't win. I would have been so mad if Dave the Diver won. I would have
I
been like
wonder-
actually livid.
I wonder if maybe at some point they were planning on giving it to Dave the Diver, but then the like thing happens with people saying that's not actually an
Yeah.
indie, like even the devs saying that's not an indie, and then they changed it or something.
They're like, oh shit. Well, see you stars, everyone. Yep.
I've never even heard of this game, Sea of Stars. What is it?
Dude, it's a very good turn-based RPG. I have some issues with the story. I think the story's kind of weak, but the actual gameplay is
played.
incredible.
I played 20 hours of it. I'm not a fan, but it is a good game.
The like pixel art is incredible. It's some of the most beautiful
Oh.
pixel art I've ever seen, and
Huh.
uses kind of like the Mario and Luigi style combat where there's like mini games
Oh
for your
yeah, I
attacks
see.
in battle.
That's cool. I like that.
It's a cool game, yeah. So I think it
Cool, that
deserved
one.
it.
There's community support.
Of course, Baldur's Gate was gonna win it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah, sure, this is fine.
definitely.
Yeah, I think we also said last episode that Baldur's Gate should win this one because
It's
it
a
was like,
crime that Destiny 2 is even on here. Like, dude, they've just been
Yeah.
pissing off their community. They've been
Yeah.
trolling them.
Lightfall was so bad.
I can't even call it support. It's more like Stockholm syndrome at this rate. The players have just put so much time and money into playing that game. I think they're just afraid to go anywhere else.
the
Yeah.
goal
Yeah,
of
I
every live service game.
I have a hard time believing any Destiny 2 fans are like actually having fun.
Yeah.
You guys
No,
should just go
probably
play
not.
Deep Rock Galactic.
They
Oh my
probably
God,
just
keep
needed another
glazing that game.
nomination. So they were like, "Well, Destiny 2 is a thing."
Well, Steam says they're similar, so I mean, yeah, just go play it. I'm glad Baldur's Gate won though. Yeah.
Yeah, best ongoing. Fucking the only
This
not really
one
ongoing game here wins. I
Is
fucking hate it.
fucking stupid, dude. Because didn't they just say that the final patch came out for Cyberpunk,
Yeah.
or like it's about to come out?
Okay, this
What the
game,
fuck are they
this-
smoking?
this award is clearly just like media because we all know people love a comeback story, and that's basically what Cyberpunk had. So of course Cyberpunk is gonna win best ongoing. This just
yeah.
is
That's
Yeah,
completely
but it's
media
not
choice.
an ongoing game.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
done.
Doesn't matter.
That's got best ongoing.
Fuck you.
Oh my
Yeah,
god. They should have given it to Fortnite, honestly. They added Lego Fortnite, so they're the best
True.
game of all time, so
They should have
They
given
added
it
Lego
to
Fortnite, they added
honestly.
a rhythm game, they added a racing game.
I feel like none of these other are really good options either, to be honest. People were such like piss babies about OG. Like I was hearing so many like mixed things about the OG season.
we all know Arkry's pick.
I feel like
14
this one should have gone to either 14 or Genshin.
14 yeah,
I'm not playing 14.
Endwalker wasn't that good of an expansion. It was a very mediocre expansion in my opinion. Compared to like Shadowbringers. So I think that's why I didn't
my
win.
favorite game from the list is 2077, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, it's not an ongoing game.
Yeah. No, I feel like they release a broken game, then they're forced to patch it, and then they release a DLC to fix it, and that's not a fucking ongoing game.
No, you gotta remember, the anime they released in the middle of all that made people interested in Cyberpunk in the first place.
But that doesn't
Dude,
make it
it's
an
the most
ongoing
genius.
game.
They fucking distracted and brought in all the normies for this cool anime. While people were watching the anime, they were in the background fixing up the fucking game to make it playable. And then when the anime was done, people were like, "Hey, play our game," and people were like, "Hey, this game's good."
Yeah, but that's
There you go. Best ongoing. Best ongoing.
They gaslit everyone to saying it was always good.
Yeah.
I see more and more people saying that it was always good. I don't fucking get it.
Those people are smoking a bag of dog shit, man. Like, you can't sit here and tell me that the game was always good. It was not. It has one of the most notorious launches ever.
That's literally the point. It's the point that it was a shit launch and now it's good. Like, celebrate the fact that they fixed it, not say that it was always good.
Yeah,
like,
trying to act like, get the fuck out of here.
Dude, best ongoing game goes to Another Eden. They added mechs. They did the Octopath collaboration. They added a new continent. Another Eden #1. Everyone
Another who?
sponsored by Another Eden.
Added
Or
underwater
download it on the App Store.
exploration. They added Fontaine, massive new continent, new playable characters, an amazing story, best game ever made.
Okay,
Oh my
guess
God.
what? All those, never mind.
I don't know. Whenever I
Games for
hear stuff about
Impact.
Genshin, it's always some stupid shit. Like Penalty posted, "Oh my God, Fungus Woman is back." And it's like a woman with a mushroom on her head, and I'm like, "Oh my God, is this really what gets people hyped in Genshin?"
Penalty hypes up really weird aspects of Genshin.
Fungus Woman. Oh my God.
Dude, they skipped this award during the show went by like so quickly.
Yeah, Games for
I didn't even
Impact.
realize. Like, I remember the woman reading out the winner, and she went Chia, and I'm like, what the fuck did she just do? And then some guy came up on stage, was like, "Thank you everybody," and then left. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck just happened? I looked away for like
Chia.
5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which one of these was the anime game? Was it Space
Goodbye
for the Unbound?
Volcano High.
No,
like
not fucking no, not that one.
Weird dinosaur game.
You don't like that one?
No, not that one. I think I'm talking about Space for the Unbound. That one looked cool.
Judging by the art style, it's probably the one that you're thinking about.
But I don't know, maybe not.
Innovation and accessibility.
I guess.
What did Forza Motorsport add?
I have no idea.
So you could play Forza Motorsport like blind.
Blind, that's what it was.
What I've heard.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it was.
Okay. That's cool then.
I don't think you can play it blind and deaf, but yeah.
Well, yeah, one of the two.
Yeah, I don't think Helen Keller's gonna be having the fucking racing rig set up in her bedroom.
Yeah.
Best performance.
Neil Newman, baby. I'm sorry to Ben Starr, but Neil Newman fucking deserves this award, dude.
Ben Starr should have primed right there at the Game Awards and fucking killed him.
Have you heard the clips of Ben Starr's voice
He deserves this award, man. Neil Newman and Ben Starr should have been handed long swords and forced to duel to the death for the award.
If Neil's performance was that good, they should have just given 2.
Ben
Starr's voice acting was so fucking good, man.
The only fantasy here is yours, and you shall be its final witness.
Man, fuck you.
Yeah, I think Ben Starr totally should have won this, and I thought it was a given. But
Yeah, I
you
also
know.
thought it was a given.
I'm sorry, bros.
But you know,
Okay,
Baldur's Gate is in
I
Jeff's
played.
pocket,
Okay,
so
just to let you guys know, watching at home, I'm the only one that's played the game. I've had a stare on in my party. He deserves it.
just because
He
the
deserves
Stereon
it.
seduced you and fucking
He's just
gave
amazing
you
in
your
that
first
game.
boner
All right, I'll give.
doesn't mean that.
I also played Baldur's Gate.
I didn't play. Yeah, but you played it for like 20
Neil
minutes.
deserves it.
You played the game for like an
For
hour,
20
bro.
minutes. Turn-based combat boring.
I didn't play 16, so
I mean,
I can't really
I'm not
use
saying
that.
that Neil didn't deserve it. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
No,
Ben
yeah,
Starr was
I
fucking
think he was like the
phenomenal.
next most deserving after Ben Starr. But
Idris Elba wasn't even fucking there. He shouldn't even been
yeah,
nominated.
yeah, that was funny. They showed everyone in the audience.
And then it's
was
just,
just the
that image.
PNG.
They used that image.
What
I'm
if
just
he
like-
really was just staring into a camera like that at the Game Awards?
He was in
And
the
it-
room next door.
Yeah. Like he's cool. I just watched the Suicide Squad last night, with him in it, like Bloodsport, Peacemaker, all that. He was cool,
Mhm.
but I don't know, man. If you're not even gonna be there, fuck you. They were Iron Mouse, dude. Iron Mouse, you're not even there, bro.
She literally can't go outside.
Figure it out, man. I don't give a shit.
She literally can't go outside. Wait, what do you mean?
She
Like,
has
if
an
she shows her,
illness. She can't go outside.
does Iron Mouse have a
is she
force
a
field around
vampire?
her
What
house?
do you mean she has an illness?
Wait, what
He's like
is it
allergic to air or
called?
some shit.
She has like something. What? It's like shortened to IDF, or like that's the charity, because she always like does charity events for it.
All right, let's look this
Iron
up
Mouse.
after.
No. I'm gonna find this right now. Just
not-
the name.
Oh my goodness.
Common
We haven't even-
variable immunodeficiency.
I thought you were about to say a common cold.
Boom.
So what? If she walks out into the sun, she bursts into flames?
Yeah, like a vampire.
It's
like
an
Neil
immune
Newbin.
disorder that leaves people largely bedridden and isolated. It's like,
Well, shit. I'm glad she popped off as a VTuber then. Literally the only possible job she would have gotten.
yeah. I mean, she's cool. She's probably all the nominations the one that deserves
She's
it because she is
virtual next.
really popular and she does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Man,
She
I-
says that because
cool.
she's not real.
Audio
Pretty much.
design, hi-fi
I
rush.
think Hi-Fi Rush is pretty deserving.
I love
yeah.
Dead Space's
Yeah.
audio design, but yeah, I agree. Hi-Fi
I
Rush
will say
deserves it.
RE4 and Dead Space though had very good audio design as well because they needed that for the like
the
environments and
horror
stuff, the horror
atmosphere, yeah.
aspect.
Dead Space's
But
audio design was awesome.
Hi-Fi
man.
Rush was basically all designed all around the audio design, so
True.
Yeah.
they deserved it.
I'm sure Alan Woke too also has good audio design.
No, I mean I probably didn't.
Listen, now that I know that Max Payne made Alan Wake 2, I think Alan Wake 2 is awesome.
Alan Wake 2 literally is leading into the Max Payne remake.
Is it?
Something like that. I don't know.
I have no idea. I really want to play it soon. Alan Wake's probably one of the games that I'm gonna try to play before like Persona 3 and stuff releases.
Mm.
Nice.
Best score in music, Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Dun, dun,
I
mean,
dun,
like,
dun,
it's
dun,
the goal.
dun, 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 dun.
You know, clearly 16 was gonna win this. You know,
Exactly.
And
as much as I love
and
Tears
it
of the
didn't find the
Kingdom and
flame
Hi-Fi Rush.
over this part.
Sure.
Masayoshi Soken is the GOAT. I love him.
Dun, dun, dun. They needed to release that DLC the day before the Game Awards so they could give Soken a fucking second one because the few tracks in the DLC, man, were so good. Oh my god. It reminded me of why they won like best soundtrack. It's just like
that's what I
It's
was
such
gonna
a
say
good
as well.
soundtrack.
Like the final boss soundtrack for the DLC, like soundtrack as you're going through the dungeon, like it's all so good.
it's easily my like second favorite Final Fantasy soundtrack of all time. I still think 8 is better, but it's still way up there.
Yeah, 16's OST is fucking incredible. Haven't played the DLC though.
I will
so
say
don't know
though,
about tracks, but
still not the best OST of the year though. I'm still giving that to Octopath 2. But whatever, 16 was still phenomenal. Deserved it.
Octopath isn't on there.
but Baldur's
I know,
Gate
I
is
know.
because Baldur's Gate. That's
Baldur's
the
Gate was good, but
category.
Why's Tears of the Kingdom there? Like,
I want to marry
Tears of
him.
the Kingdom has a good soundtrack, but they don't even like fucking use it in the game hardly.
Right. It's more of like ambient noises and atmospheric
In fact,
stuff.
the only songs I can even remember are Colgera and the Demon Dragon.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
also
don't think it served it there.
when you hit phase 2 of the final boss, it plays the Ocarina of Time Ganondorf
Oh,
boss
that was
music.
good too.
Oh, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I only played Ocarina of Time after Tears of the Kingdom, so I wouldn't know. That's cool.
Yeah. It was so sick. I was like, oh my god.
Like, holy shit.
Best art
And
direction,
here it
Alan Wake
starts.
2.
So
Oh, boy.
this is, in my opinion, the worst award of the entire show. Right
I think
here.
any other, like, any one of these other games would have been better picks. Like, Mario Wonder is my pick for this, but like any other game, even Lies of P, because Lies of P has like a unique, it does look realistic, right? It does look like real life, but it also has a unique like vibe to it, similar to like
Yeah.
a Bloodborne kind of vibe, like a steampunk vibe. Alan Wake 2 is just real life.
Yeah, but Lies of P, it's more like the setting, I guess, more so than like everything is like Mario Wonder or something. Where that's like a really
Yeah.
stylized game,
Yeah.
but Lies of P, I guess, is
Achievement in
more in the
artistic design
environments.
and animation. Yeah, no. Fucking, they did not deserve this award. This is ridiculous. This is like actual horseshit. I don't know.
Really funny that now you're saying this. I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure that last episode I was like, why is
Hold on.
Alan Wake here? Isn't
Okay.
it just real life? Or like ultra realism art direction? And Mac, you were like, oh, but apparently there's like stuff with this other realm.
Yes. No.
And now
No,
you're
I
like
do
the
agree with that.
hater.
It's is like art direction here. Like it's not like completely just a straight up like, I don't know, survival horror or whatever. Are elements there, but these other games
Oh,
all
okay.
deserved it way more. It's like
It's more like
not even close.
It's fair enough that they got nominated, but it shouldn't have won. Something like that, then I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's insane. This is another category where they could have put Octopath 2, but they didn't. God damn it. God damn it, Geoff. I'm gonna sit him down in the electric chair and make him play Octopath 2.
Force him to play Octopath 2.
Fuck.
Best narrative, Alan Wake 2.
Alan Wake 2 best narrative? Fuck off.
I mean, like, come
I
on.
have no
like,
idea what.
Even
think this
Spider-Man
should've,
was better than Alan Wake 2. Suck my balls. Oh my god.
I think
I love how this
16
is just the
or
Alan Wake 2 hate your podcast.
Yeah.
I think 6
No,
from what I've
I
heard.
knew we were gonna get here.
So Phantom Liberty, I haven't played it yet, but from what I've heard, it should have been that or 16. Or Baldur's Gate, I suppose.
Or Final Fantasy 16 or Spider-Man.
It's another category where Alan Wake 2 is probably the least deserving.
I have no idea. I know like the basic concept of the story about that. It's like he's like stuck in the story that he's writing or something. So it's like a story in his head that's haunting him or whatever.
Yes.
That's like a line from the trailer that's stuck in my mind, but I have no fucking idea what it like does with that or what the rest of the story is about.
Maybe it's more deserving than Cyberpunk because that's just like a DLC. I don't know how good that is, but like
Tiger Slop.
Phantom Liberty is like one of the best DLCs, period, from what I've heard.
I just don't know how narrative heavy it is, but okay.
I mean the
all
base
these other
game is
games just
narrative
got
heavy.
so much praise for their narrative, and I don't know. I feel like Alan Wake 2 should not have won that at all.
Yeah. Cyberpunk base game is very narrative heavy.
I mean, it's a narrative driven RPG, so yeah.
Yeah,
Juno,
similar to like a Bethesda game.
We're talking about
Juno
Phantom Liberty.
What the fuck is Baldur's Gate 3 about? I hear a lot about Baldur's Gate 3, but I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about the main story.
So the summary of it is you are captured by an Illithid colony ship known as a Nautiloid. Illithids are like mind flayers, and they've captured you to put a parasite into your brain. This is how they reproduce. The parasite slowly kills you and takes your body and turns you into a mind flayer. So the whole game is about you trying to get that out, but all this other shit begins to unravel, like this whole cult. You're trying to get to the bottom of that, etc. Yeah, basically that.
Good
Bunch
enough
of it's like
for
it's
best
like a D&D
narrative of the
campaign.
year.
You start off with this simple thing, and then a bunch of shit unravels.
Oh, okay.
Your companions have their own like quest lines that eventually tie into.
Is there like an 8-hour
game.
long Baldur's Gate retrospective I can watch yet? Or...
Probably.
Okay, I'll look it up.
I don't know.
Are
I
you
hear
gonna
a lot
play,
about Baldur's Gate, but haven't heard that much about like the main narrative being like that fantastic. But I guess that's just
Yeah, I
part
think
of it. Yeah.
I think Baldur's Gate 3 is more about like the choice you have within that narrative.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what
I could kind of
got from
understand
it.
why it's here because there's like so many different things that can happen from your choices, and the fact that all of that is cohesive and ties into the main
Okay,
narrative
yeah,
is
true.
impressive.
That is part of storytelling and narrative.
Yeah.
Fair enough then.
We know Alan Wake.
The Alan Wake won it. Ooh.
No,
Best game direction, Alan Wake.
This
Jesus
was
Christ, 3 in a
this
row.
was fucking
Christ.
stupid. This should have been Tears of the Kingdom.
I mean, this shit is just fucking stupid at this point. I don't know.
Yeah. Alan Wake just copies Resident Evil.
Why
like,
should this have been Tears of the Kingdom? Isn't it? That's.
I also don't think it should have been Tears of the Kingdom.
I think it should have been Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
I mean, Baldur's Gate is like an improved Divinity Original Sin 2, no?
But Tears of the Kingdom is an improved Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
It's vastly improved.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate is probably also vastly improved.
Well, I did say Tears of the Kingdom did kind of take Breath of the Wild in a different direction with all the creative mechanics within the game. Like, I don't know, Tears of the Kingdom definitely was, or Breath of the Wild definitely didn't have nearly as much, like, with the building and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, when a game, like, makes the prequel, like, feel shitty to go back to, like, that's a pretty big advancement.
I'm gonna give this a Mario though. I mean, like, the fact that they turned Mario games, which have been so creatively bankrupt for so long, into something so fresh and creative, where every level you're excited to see what's gonna happen next, is
Yeah,
definitely
true.
like some impressive direction to take.
I agree.
Because they could
Yeah.
have sold another slot Mario, and it probably would have sold just as much. Like, people would have bought the shit out of it, but they decided to go the extra mile.
No, yeah.
I think you mean
have
they
you seen the
decided
sales of,
decided to do what you're supposed to do and make a good game.
Yeah.
have you seen the sales of Mario U Deluxe? They're pretty high. They're like almost 20 million.
Exactly.
know.
And that game is like creatively bankrupt completely.
Is the definition of slop. Yeah.
But
No, maybe
Alan Wake
Mario
won.
should have won it. Instead, Tears of the Kingdom.
But it went to Alan Wake. What's next? Game of the year. Not Alan Wake. Baldur's
Listen,
Gate 3.
At least Alan Wake
Tears
can
of the
win this.
Kingdom.
I think Baldur's Gate 3 definitely should have won. I mean, come on, you had game devs telling people to not expect
Yeah.
the same level of
And-
quality from other devs. Like, you had other devs like
Okay.
shaking in their boots.
There's something about the show that kind of pissed me off, is that they pretty much gave away Baldur's Gate 3 was going to win before they actually showed it, because there was an ad for Baldur's Gate a little bit before this award, and the ad for Baldur's Gate showed every 10 out of 10 it got, and it got like 40
lot.
10s out of 10s. It got, the whole screen was filled with 10 out of 10s from different publications. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, well, I guess it won, because that's fucking ridiculous. Like,
Well,
Elden
obviously
Ring
it's
was like
going
the
to win
same
if 50
thing,
people.
though.
yeah, kind of.
And
But I feel
Elden Ring won,
every game has a trailer like that, though. I'm pretty sure there's like it's like the Acolytes.
I don't know. I think you
trailer
need
or
to go
something.
back and rewatch it, though, because it was an absurd amount. It was so many. Like, the whole
It was a
screen was filled
lot.
with that shit.
It was like every motherfucker on planet Earth.
Every motherfucker on Earth gave that game a 10 out of 10. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I think after I saw that, I was like, okay, it's
I
gonna
seen
win.
this video on TikTok of this dude being like seeing like Baldur's Gate 3 winning all these awards. He's like, oh my god, why does Baldur's Gate 3 winning all these awards? Is it even that good? Blah blah blah. You know, like a Spider-Man guy. And then it played that trailer of
That's
all
what
the
I'm saying,
people
man.
saying 10
Like,
out
the
of 10,
Spider-Man
and he was like, oh shit, never mind. He was like, damn, I didn't realize fucking everyone played that game.
I know the exact guy you're talking about, Agent.
I don't
his
know the
name
name. I
is,
just
I
seen it
think.
on TikTok. Thought it was funny.
Now, here's my stance on this. So, Tears of the Kingdom's my game of the year. And I also like Resident Evil 4 and Spider-Man 2 and Mario. But I think if Tears of the Kingdom was going to lose to anything, I think Baldur's Gate 3 is the game for it to lose to. Because I think Baldur's Gate 3 does deserve Game of the Year over Tears of the Kingdom, even though it's not my Game of the Year over Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, no, I also think it definitely deserves this. It's also like everyone kind of just knew that this was gonna win as well. Like, I don't think there was that many people that were convinced that it was gonna be fucking like Spider-Man or Resident Evil. Everyone kind of assumed that it would be Baldur's Gate. I feel like, at least.
I was getting kind of scared in the middle of the show though when Alan Wake was winning shit. I was like, oh fuck, dude, is Alan Wake gonna steal this?
Oh man, that would have been.
I would have been. I think I would have been upset actually. Like,
you'd have all lost your shit.
If any other of these games won, I would have been like, okay, like whatever. But if Alan, I don't know why, but just the idea of Alan Wake winning.
Alan Wake didn't even break 90 on Metacritic.
There is some negative energy here towards Alan Wake.
That's the interesting thing is if you look at all the reviews for all these games, all the other games like scored well into the 90s, like 9 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s. Alan Wake 2 was more like in the 8 and 9s range, where it got like 80 something on Metacritic.
Yeah, Metacritic, I just looked at it, it's 88, and a user score of 8.
Yeah, it was the lowest reviewed out of all these, but it won the most awards. It won more awards than Baldur's Gate, right?
No, but
no,
second most.
Maybe I can find it somewhere on the website while you guys talk.
It won more than other highly rated games like Tears of the Kingdom and Spider-Man 2. It's the second most. But I think Baldur's Gate won 6 because it won shit like community support and stuff. And Alan Wake 2 won 3.
I don't know, man. It just came out of nowhere and took all those.
Yeah,
I gotta go on a little.
It's so recent that people are like a bit against it. Yeah, Baldur's Gate also won Player's Voice, by the way. It's not listed here as far as I can see, but it also won that. Which is a bit weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Tears of the Kingdom, for being like a Game of the Year contender with Baldur's Gate, like it was either going to be Baldur's Gate or Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom sure as hell didn't win shit. It won like 1 award, and I feel like that one was pretty close. It could have gone to Spider-Man 2 or some shit instead. It's like Tears of the Kingdom kind of got shit on at this show.
I don't really think there's any other award it should have won though. It should have won like Best Action Adventure, and then it could have won Game of the Year, but it didn't.
Yeah, I also think so. I don't really think out of all the games, I don't think Tears of the Kingdom got really snubbed. I just looked it up. Baldur's Gate and Alan Wake, both of them got 4 wins.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow, fucking, that's insane. That's insane. I don't know.
That's crazy to think that.
I mean, that is counting. Actually, that is counting Player's Voice, though. So from the judges, Alan Wake won top. Baldur's Gate only won 3. Then.
But Baldur's Gate won the most important one. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
No, you know what happened last year? God of War Ragnarok won far more awards than Elden Ring, but Elden Ring won Game of the Year.
Ragnarok won like everything.
Yeah.
I feel like they had to give Elden Ring Game of the Year. Like for the amount of like hype built around it, how long it took to come out, and then the fact that it's also just a really, really good game.
Yeah, exactly.
Elden Ring.
I was kind of sweating. I thought Ragnarok was gonna win. I was sweating a little bit, but thankfully didn't.
Yeah, Elden Ring deserves it more.
And then obviously you, Arkry, are now glad that
I made like a
God of War
180. Yeah. But
I mean, I like God of War and I liked Elden Ring, but like God of War was like a 9 out of 10 to me, while Elden Ring was like a 11.
Yeah, God of War is like a solid 7.5. That's what I'd give it now.
That
oh
DLC
my god, dude, that's
12th,
crazy.
Right? The DLC comes out the 12th, right?
Yeah.
Is there an ETA for this Ragnarok video?
Okay. So I was gonna talk about this at the end, but I'll just say it now. I kind of took a break from editing this week, but I should be out in like definitely this year, maybe next week, maybe the week
Okay.
after.
This
That's
year's all I
common.
wanted to hear. Nice.
It's common.
I'm excited. Any Sony game hate is good. Good for me.
It's not really hate. I just went from in my backlog video. I was like, "Oh, it's fucking masterpiece," and if I didn't say that, I probably wouldn't have made the video. But I kind of want to like correct myself and say that's not really a masterpiece for me. So, but
Well,
that's that
shit.
video.
Are we gonna go into the announcements? Because there's a
Yes,
lot.
I was just gonna say, but we just set the Ragnarok DLC that's coming out on the 12th, which is like free, which is cool. I
Arkry,
wonder
can
if
you like
it's.
do a list of all the announcements? Is that out?
I'll try to find it while you guys talk about whatever. Like maybe say your highlights or something, and I'll have it on screen.
I think my highlights were probably 16 DLC was the big one. Rise of the Ronin looks cool. It looks like another Team Ninja masterpiece.
Fucking
Visions of Mana.
the 90 Sega games Sega announced during the awards.
That shit is
Jet
crazy.
Set Radio,
Dude,
Golden
Jet Set
Axe, Crazy
fucking
Taxi,
Radio.
and more, by the way. Don't forget the and more. There's shit we don't even know.
Yeah,
What if they brought back like Comics Zone or some shit? Like,
Dude.
We
They're
could be
just
seeing
like
a lot of Sega classics coming back, like Fantasy
Sega's just
Star
like
and
we're bringing
I don't know,
everything back.
Shenmue,
Yo, if they bring back Virtua Fighter,
Skies of Arcadia.
oh man,
There's so many old classic Sega games that they could bring back. Fucking Panzer Dragoon, dude. If we see new Panzer Dragoon, I will actually my mind will explode. My body will enter meltdown.
I found a list of every single announcements, but there are a lot. Should I send the full list or should I just like pick
send the
main
list
ones out
and
of
then
it?
You can send it or stream it.
It's a long ass list. Okay,
is it a tweet or something?
No, it's from a website article.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
oh my goodness.
That's why I was like, let's just do the main
I gotta
ones.
say,
If you see something in this list that you want to talk about, we can do that.
Oh yeah, Guilty Gear's doing a 3v3 game mode. That's gonna be cool.
I would like to talk about the
that's a crazy update, the Guilty Gear one, because that completely changes the whole game, changing into a 3v3
new
fighter.
Game mode.
Yeah.
It's like King of Fighters, is that what it's called? So it's 3 players versus 3 players, I think. And it's not happening simultaneously. It's like 1v1v1. And you spectate the 2 people fighting. I think that's how it works.
That's cool.
I'm not too sure.
Arkry, when are you playing Echoes of the Fallen?
Oh, that's a 16.
You better play it soon.
I don't think I'm gonna play it soon. My plan is to, because originally I was gonna replay 16 to get the platinum when they announced the DLC, because I was guessing that they were gonna announce it and be like, oh, it releases in a few months. So I had time to do a replay and then do the DLC, but for some fucking reason they just decided to drop it instantly. So what I'm gonna do is I'll probably wait for the second DLC, and then before that, play the game again, get the platinum, play Echoes of the Fallen, and then the second DLC will be out.
That's what a lot of people are doing. That's probably a good way to go about it.
Apparently, Echoes of the Fallen was made as a criticism to the game because people were disappointed there was no final dungeon.
Oh, okay. Interesting. No, I've also heard that it's like 3 hours long and there's not that much story, so I don't think I'm gonna be missing out on too much by just waiting. Which
Dude,
is why
Omega, your favorite fight of all time.
But Omega can wait.
Oh man.
Okay. But you guys played the DLC, so I'm guessing you liked it.
It's amazing.
Loved it.
Yeah. I give it a 9.
It's easily the best boss in the game, isn't there? Like,
oh, what the fuck?
Gameplay wise, Omega is the best boss for sure. Oh my god, it's so awesome. It's so good.
When you when you get Omega down to a quarter health.
Okay, don't.
I'm not gonna say anything,
it.
but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Are
Yeah,
we
yeah.
talking like
There's
pure gameplay mechanics wise, or
pure.
also spectacle wise? Like, is it
No,
on?
not spectacle.
Okay,
There's.
okay.
It's
That's what I
obviously
want to
not. It's
know.
not a Titan. It's not a Bahamut. No,
Okay,
no,
yeah,
no.
that's what I wanted to
But
know.
it was easily the most fun fight in the game, like
Okay,
without
that's
doubt.
cool.
And the spectacle isn't bad. Like Omega has a crazy fucking moveset, and
Yeah.
he looks nuts. In the arena you fight him in, oh my god, it's all so good.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because like
And then
fights like Titan and stuff are really awesome spectacle wise, but gameplay wise they are a bit like they're not that deep or like that hard.
Yeah, I feel like
so
replaying
cool
the
if they
game
added something like
has
that.
got to be a drag at certain points.
Maybe, but you can also
Yeah,
skip
we'll see.
cutscenes.
You can what?
On a replay, you can always just like skip cutscenes or like skip through the more boring parts.
Also,
focus on the
Omega's
main story. I don't think it'll be
not
that
the
long.
only boss. There are 4 bosses total,
What the fuck?
Yeah.
so that was cool.
I've
The first
not
one
heard
is
anyone
called
talk about the
Sigma.
others.
The first one's called Sigma. When I
Striking
got
from the
Sigma
dark.
defeated on my screen, that
Yeah.
felt great. I've surpassed the Sigma.
That's cool. I've only heard people talk about Omega, so I honestly
the-
thought it was just a dungeon and then one boss. But
No,
The Sigma
and all
was
the
a
bosses
very
are good.
yeah, the Sigma was a very calculating boss that striked you at opportune times.
No, you like to hide in the shadows and wait for his moment to strike.
True.
Yeah.
no, but let's
Um,
kind of go through this list. I'm not gonna put it on screen. I'll just put the games that we're talking about on screen as we're talking about them.
Lego
But let's kind of
Fortnite.
go in order, I guess.
Lego
We'll
Fortnite,
definitely
you know,
talk about
clearly
Lego
peak
Fortnite again.
peak fiction.
Lego Fortnite
You know,
is
it's
awesome. Rocket Racing
so
fucking
fun, man.
sucks.
Oh,
Yes.
does
Rocket
it?
Racing was
Rocket Racing's not
okay.
good.
Yeah, it's alright. The rhythm game's alright. The rhythm game is fun, but it's all like really popular music.
It's
And
fun for like
it
10
resets.
minutes.
It has a daily reset, and you can buy the songs with V-Bucks to like keep them.
I guess it's
Yeah.
more of a thing of like, oh, I'll play today's songs before playing any of the other game
Basically,
modes or
yeah.
something. Just like
You're
hop
just
in
like,
for a bit.
oh, are there any songs I like in here? Or I'll play them, and then that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like God of War, but let me just say the fact that they're releasing a free DLC is insane in this day and age.
I know, like a
Like,
few days
True.
later,
I feel like
too.
that doesn't happen ever
Especially
anymore. Like,
because they're actually adding pretty new things as well. At first, I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, reused enemies, reused assets. But they're actually like using enemies from the original trilogy that they like remade to be in this
Yeah,
now.
like
The trailer
the
showed like a Cyclops.
Cyclops. Yeah, I noticed that
It seems
during
really,
the
really
show.
cool, like the roguelite mode, and it's gonna
Yeah.
add a lot of replayability to that aspect.
Yeah, it'll be cool for the people that like the game, but have like you've beaten it already. Like there's nothing really else to do. But now there's like a whole roguelike
Yeah.
thing you can do.
I wonder if it's gonna have like a slight bit of story to like hint to what's next or something. Because
Yeah,
they are describing it as an epilogue to the game. So I feel like there might be something really small in there to like set up the next thing.
yeah. Especially because it's just like Kratos. It's a Kratos only DLC. So it's gonna set him up at like a middle
Yeah.
point so that
I
when the
wonder
next game
how they're gonna
starts,
how are they gonna make another Kratos game?
I have no idea. Because Ragnarok left them
I-
off at the perfect point. I have
Yeah.
no idea how they can bring him
he's just
back.
I don't know. Maybe he's just gonna go explore other fucking
Yeah,
pantheons.
like the thing is right now he just doesn't really have a reason to, but they can
Yeah.
of course like give him one and they can do whatever.
The
But
DL, like, just gonna have to wait until the DLC comes out. Maybe
yeah,
get a reason
they'll
then.
probably leave some hints. No, I wasn't planning on playing it at first, but seeing like hearing the classic music again, seeing some of the old enemies back, it's probably gonna be a bit of fun for a few days. So
Kratos is just gonna go to
check
every
that.
type of mythos, find a woman, impregnate her, and just have a family in like each one, and like
Different
live.
stuff.
Yeah, he's just gonna
Different
keep
child
living
everywhere.
different lives.
I want to talk about the biggest nothing burger of all time, and that is the Brothers remake. Like
Oh,
it looks
true.
the same.
I've not
I
seen
didn't
any
think it
comparison
looked.
screenshots yet.
I thought it looked
What?
alright.
Brothers remake.
Is that a game that really needs a remake though? Like, it's like a play dead kind of game,
Oh,
like like an
no.
Inside.
If this is
Yeah.
an actual screenshot, the original looks rougher than you might remember it. I'll send that. I'll have it on screen as well. But no, I don't know. I didn't It's a very like
Oh,
stylized
interesting.
game, so I also didn't think it would need a remake. But looking at that specific screenshot right now,
It does
I
look
can
better.
kind of
Though.
Yeah,
see
Tales
why they're
of-
doing one.
Yeah, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is pretty old. So I mean, bringing it to modern consoles for a bunch of people to experience, like,
Yeah.
I think
Well,
it's
it
a
is
good
on
remake.
PS4 and PS5,
Hmm.
but
Okay.
I guess it looks like this on PS4 and
It
PS5.
aged a lot worse than I remember it aging. So
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like Harry Potter PS1. What the fuck is that?
Well, isn't the game like top down or something?
No,
What is
it's
the
No.
camera
side by
angle?
side.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it switches depending on. I think pretty sure it's sort of like a static camera that like switches whenever like the situation needs it to.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
I mean, the
game.
original
there's-
doesn't look bad, but it does.
It
look a
doesn't
lot
look
nicer
bad,
now.
but it doesn't look anything like the remake.
Yeah.
Bruh.
There's also the massive amount of Atlas information we got at the Game Awards. I think
True, they
I'm convinced Persona 6 will be in next year's Game Awards. Because Metaphor will be out by then, but about Metaphor. Holy shit, that game looks
They
good.
released the best Persona 3 trailer so far, in my
they released the
opinion.
best trailers just in general for the games that they've shown. That Metaphor trailer was really fucking good. Same with Persona 3. But
That Metaphor
Yeah.
trailer, I was getting like, there was so much. Maybe it's just because of the big VC, but there was just so much shit happening in that trailer.
I feel like the first
No,
trailer
it
was
was
also
very
like
fast
that.
paced.
Yeah, the Metaphor trailers are really fucking fast. But it was a good
Oh,
trailer though.
I can talk about the biggest blue balls for me. The Apex Legends X FF7.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I thought
Oh,
that was
man.
gonna be 9.
That shit was
remake.
funny, dude.
I thought it was 9, yeah, because the way it opens up, it's in the clouds, and then the birds are going, and like,
And Geoff Keighley was
It's
like,
Apex Legends.
Geoff Keighley shows like a Fantastic 7 remake trailer, and then he's like, for Final Fantasy fans, we have more. And then it's fucking Apex Legends
oh my
collab.
god.
Holy shit.
I know, I was expecting the
was-
craziest shit. I was expecting Nintendo Switch 2, fucking Final Fantasy, like, and
man.
it's not even like original. It's just because that's what you guys talk about a lot. Is because you guys really thought that the Switch 2 was going to be announced at the
Here's
Game
my
Awards,
thoughts
yeah?
on Switch 2.
I didn't think
They
that was
are-
gonna happen.
I didn't think Switch 2 was going to be here. I think they're absolutely dedicated to getting those holiday sales, and I think it's going to be announced in March.
Hmm.
The only thing was Nintendo's YouTube account, their profile picture went to the default like N. So
Yeah.
people thought
Yeah.
that was like hinting at something, but it was nothing. Okay, what's
They
next?
had no presence at the Game Awards. I thought there was going to be like something, like maybe like another code or Princess Peach or something like that.
True. I was expecting
was
a Peach
nothing.
trailer, yeah. But now that we
Yeah,
brought
that
it up,
Rebirth
absolutely,
trailers. Oh my god.
yeah, now that we brought it up, the fucking Final Fantasy 7 trailer was really good. The music as well.
It had so
Mhm.
so many spoilers in that.
True, but I feel like because of the way that they're doing the remake and you don't know what it's gonna be, they're kind of using those spoilers to play with you as well.
Yeah.
Because in that one scene of Aerith in the end, there are like the whispers flying around in the background, so it's really like, oh, is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? This is the fucking scene, guys. What are we thinking? They're just playing with us at this point, so they can kind of just show anything and no one's gonna know what will really happen.
yeah. No, considering that there's some characters that shouldn't be there but are there.
Yeah, I mean, we
Um,
can talk about Final Fantasy 7 spoilers for this section, like in
Yes,
timestamp.
there's dead characters that
Fucking
are
Biggs
there.
is there.
Yes, like they died in remake, but they're alive.
Yeah, but Biggs is probably like you can see that he's in the same scene as Zack, so I'm guessing that he's gonna be a party member for Zack. Because Zack is
Oh,
also
yeah.
gonna need his party for the playable section, so he's gonna be there. And like the
makes
previous
sense.
trailer showed Barrett and Tifa dead. Like the opening shot of the previous trailer, so I'm guessing it's like in Zach's universe, Tifa and Barrett are dead, but Biggs is alive and he's teaming up with Zach.
Oh my
I
God.
don't fucking know what he's doing, but he's
Oh
doing
my God.
something.
Dude, if I was Zach, I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, yo, can we like trade Biggs and Barrett, bro?
True.
Yeah.
Cloud
fuck?
has Vincent,
Like,
Cape,
like
Sid,
Zach's
Barrett, all
Zach's
the
like
cool
Cloud,
guys.
bro. That's not fair.
I
I got
wonder who
Barrett.
else
I
he's
get
gonna
fucking
get.
Biggs.
Who else would he get? Because who else is
Don
there that he could
Corneo, I
get?
don't know.
I don't know shit about
Holy
7. I don't even know
shit.
what you're talking about right now.
Don Corneo is he's Sephiroth's teacher. He taught him the blade. A very important character.
Oh, Zach's party member is gonna be Genesis and Sephiroth, because Sephiroth's gonna be a good guy. Because a lot of
This
people
is literally
want
just
that for
fan
some
fiction. I
reason.
don't fucking know. Ridiculous.
I still
You
have
know about
that.
the real
Ridiculous,
like
that's funny.
best game announcement? Rise of the Ronin. Like, dude, Rise
Yeah.
of the Ronin is gonna be Team Ninja's masterpiece. Like straight up.
Rise of the
True, that-
Ronin.
The
that trailer
horseback
did look good.
riding, the combat,
What about that Wukong game?
the emotional storytelling.
The Wukong
Wukong,
game.
Wukong
yeah.
also looks really good every time they
I
show
didn't
it.
realize quite how hyped I was for Wukong until that trailer. Like I was like interested in it. I was like, yeah, that looks cool. But I
Oh man,
watched that
I've
trailer
just
and I was
turned
like,
into
oh, okay, this is gonna be one of the best games of next year. I'm like, okay, well,
Yeah, that's
I've
exactly
just
what
turned
I had
into
with
a
this and Metaphor as well. I went from like, oh, I'll play that at some point, and now it's like, oh, that's a fucking Game of the Year contender, okay.
yeah.
Metaphor looks so insanely good. Like, oh man,
Oh.
Atlas is cooking, man.
I'm excited for Persona. Visions of Mana.
Yes. Visions
Dude,
of
that
Mana.
was a game I soyed the most at. Like
Dude, he was
I started
shitting.
screaming when I realized it was a Mana
He
game.
was farting. Like,
Because Mana, realistically,
Part of
Mana has been a
solution.
dead series. Like the only Mana game we've gotten recently has been the remake of like one of the old ones.
And what's
There's not
crazy
been
is
a new original Mana game since the DS. So
That's pretty crazy, then.
the fact that we're getting a new one it just fucking blew my mind. And then like, not only are we getting a new one, but it's not a budget game. It's like an actually fully fledged game that looks fucking amazing. Oh my god, I couldn't believe
and
it.
we were
I was
just talking about
blown.
Mana.
Was it
Oh.
like recognizable? Because I haven't played the Mana game. When you were
Yes,
watching the trailer, you were like, "Oh, this is Mana." Or was
The
it only when
second
the
I
logo
saw
showed
the
up?
main character, I knew it was a Mana game. The art style is very recognizable in those
Oh,
games.
okay. I
And
was
they have
just
certain
watching the
enemies, you
trailer and I
know.
was like, "Oh, this looks cool," but then the logo popped up. I was like, "Oh, it's a fucking
Oh my
Mana
god,
game."
dude,
Okay.
it looks so good. You could like show the character like flying around the overworld, like going underwater, like they had cinematic boss fights. I was like, there's no way this is a Mana game, and sure enough,
was
I guess they just
Mana
randomly.
were the Mana games
what
like
about it?
well received? Like back when they were being
Yes.
released?
If you look up best RPGs ever made, you'll commonly see Secret of Mana on there.
I wish more
Um,
devs would like bring back well received
Dead
IPs with
franchises.
actual like budgets. It's just crazy to me, like a lot of companies like they don't see like these well received like games and they're like they don't think we should bring these back and make them actually good. We'll make a lot of money that way. No,
Yeah.
they're just like, let's just release a half-boiled fucking game and put a bunch of microtransactions and hope that that makes money. I hope Visions of Mana
Yeah.
does really good.
I mean, Square's been doing a good job at bringing back their old IPs recently, so that's nice.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now they're
What
just gonna
else
bring
is
back the
there?
bouncer.
Oh, they gotta
The
bring back the
bouncer.
bouncer.
I'm probably
True.
like the only person that's gonna play this game. I'll be the one sale, but World of Goo 2. I played the World of Goo
I
on
thought
the
you were gonna
Wii.
say World of Goon. I was about to fucking
End call.
yeah,
And
just
call.
World of
disconnect you.
World of Goo is a truly life-changing game, and the sequel will be no different.
I
I
believe
think
you.
it's
I
15
feel like
years
I've
since the
played
first one
World
came
of
out.
Goo, like the original, a long time ago.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
played it on Wii.
I never played it, but I do recognize it. When the trailer
Ah,
started, I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, I know this art style from somewhere," but
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was World of Goo.
I've played this before. Oh, We all know game of the year next year is going to be Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Oh,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah.
I remember
the live
when that
service
trailer came
$70
on.
game with the battle pass.
But post-launch, they're
be-
gonna add an offline mode, so that's
That's
gonna
gotta
make
be the
it
dumbest
good.
fucking design philosophy ever. Like, what fucking morons decided that that was like a good idea? A live service game. Like, it is $70, right? I'm assuming it's gonna be 70.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a full price
$70
game, yes.
live service game with premium shit. Like, they already have DLC and battle passes and shit going into the game. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Also, the fact that it's coming from Rocksteady as well. Like, they
Yeah,
made
they used to
fucking
make good
Batman
games.
Arkham games, fantastic single-player games, and now they're just doing this. Like, what happened?
Yeah. Like, who
They
do
went
they
from peak
think?
to slop.
And the shitty part is like, people are gonna buy this fucking game. I just hope they don't make like.
I don't think it's gonna do that well, though.
You'd be surprised how fucking stupid people are, though.
I mean, it'll sell. Of course, it's gonna sell. It's a Suicide Squad.
That's
It's
the
from
issue,
Rocksteady.
though. It's gonna
People are
sell, and
buy
they're
it.
gonna make
But
money.
I don't think it's gonna sell that well.
Yeah,
Like, it's not
I
gonna.
guess we'll
I don't think it's gonna
see.
do better than the Arkham games.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think it's going to do better than the worst selling Arkham game, but it'll sell a few million probably.
I just feel like that's the point, is that they'll still make money off of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
you just gotta hope that they make less money than their single player
that's
stuff,
what I'm.
so they go back to focusing on the good stuff.
At this point, I'm hoping that they just don't make anything. Like, I know it sounds kind of fucked up to say, but especially for like after all the hard work that actual devs have put into the game, but just so the like executives who call the shots, like, I hope they see that shit and realize, okay, maybe a $70 live service game with a battle pass and DLC isn't a good idea. Maybe we should just stick to making actual video games.
I mean, a game that you can kind of compare it to, I just thought of, wouldn't it be the Avengers game? Because that's also like a game
That
coming
didn't
from a
do well,
studio that
right?
made single player games. All of a sudden, they make a multiplayer Avengers game with battle passes and DLCs, and that game fucking flopped, even though it was the Avengers from Square Enix. I think it was Square Enix. Like,
Yeah,
the
it was
studio.
Square Enix.
Was that the team that made the Guardians of the Galaxy game?
Yes. So
Was that
they
game any
went
good?
from the event. The Guardians game was really good. I really liked it. So they did go from making live service slop to making good single player stuff again. So I hope that the
I feel
Suicide
like
Squad game does the same.
I feel like live service doesn't have the staying power that it had like a couple of years ago. Like, I think it's kind of dying off a little bit.
Yeah.
You see all these like new live service games like Rumbleverse, Exoprimal, shit like that. They're just flopping.
I just feel like it's because a lot of them don't do it correctly.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of companies just saw live service games make money, so they just try to release something.
They just release shit, literal shit, and then just be like, oh, we'll add the rest later. And hope that people will just like this enough to spend money on it in the meantime.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else.
Talking about Monster Hunter now?
Yeah, I was just going to say, we brought it up earlier as well with Monster Hunter. Anyone has anything to say?
Oh my god, it's going to be peak, dude. Open world Monster Hunter, finally. Oh, and then you can ride that little, like, Velociraptor around, and he can fly and shit. And there's, like,
I don't know if
so
he'll be
many
able to
monsters
shit,
in the
but...
overworld. Yeah, he probably will. Watch.
So do you think it's just going to be like Monster Hunter? Like, I'm imagining, like, world or something, right? Where you have all the different levels. I'm imagining just making it so you can just walk to every single like, level.
Is it confirmed to be like open world?
Yes.
I haven't
So here's how it's probably going to work. You're probably going to have your outpost, right? You're going to accept a quest, and then you're going to go to like the nearest fast travel or whatever to where your quest is, and then you go and kill the monster there or whatever. That's how I think it's going to work. Yeah. And it's just going to be one big cohesive world where there's like multiple outposts, or maybe there's just one. But
I wonder how multiplayer is going to work then. Do you think?
There's probably like.
Do you think the
one
hunts are going to be
main
instanced?
and a few small ones.
Well, the multiplayer is just you're just going to have people join the world. What do you mean?
So you're just going to see other people running around?
No. You you
Parties,
have
I'm guessing.
parties. Yeah, what do you mean?
Mm.
There's not going to be everyone in the same world.
Well,
What?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of how they're gonna go about this because we've never had a.
No, it's
open
not going to
world
be an
Monster
MMO.
Hunter.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's
But
interesting. I literally just
I'm
watched the
hyped.
trailer. I didn't, because I'm not that into
I
Monster
have
Hunter. I
to.
just wanted to look at more information.
There's
So I
not
didn't
that
know it
much
was
in the
open
trailer,
world.
but you know,
Yeah.
it looks good from what I saw.
Yeah.
I now have a
Trailer is just a
roadmap.
reveal.
I have to play Rise and World before Wilds comes out because I've never touched a Monster Hunter game, but I want to.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of
Yeah, I wanna-
trailers, can we talk about the ton of fucking CGI trailers for new IPs that were shown off during the Game Awards?
Oh,
With just
brother.
Yeah,
no
that's always
gameplay.
an instant L for me. Like,
It's
if you have a
so
cinematic
annoying.
trailer, like, I just don't care. I don't give a
That
fuck.
is true, because there was one game that I was watching the cinematic trailer of, and I was like, this looks interesting, but I have no fucking idea what that game was called, because it's just a
Exactly.
cinematic trailer. It's not, like, it doesn't stick out as much as when you actually see gameplay.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, I'll probably be interested in this game when I see gameplay, but for now, it's just, oh, that looked cool for a setting, I guess.
Yeah, if it's for an
But I have no
existing
idea which one that
IP
was.
that people know, like Monster Hunter Wilds, right? Like Monster Hunter Wilds didn't really show any gameplay. It was more of a teaser. But like, if Monster Hunter Wilds had like a CGI
Literally,
trailer,
the whole trailer was just gameplay.
it wasn't
There's
gameplay
not a single
though.
second. Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
but you
The entire
don't really
trailer was
see the
gameplay.
flow
It was
of
in-
gameplay. Like,
Is
I
the,
mean,
there's
yeah,
the
you don't see them
difference
do
between
combat or
in-game engine
anything,
and
but
gameplay though.
I mean, yeah, you don't see like fight a monster or anything, but it wasn't cinematic at all.
yeah, but I feel like it's kind of like
I think
guess it's trying to
it's
say
in-engine stuff.
yeah,
That's what it is.
because the GTA trailer was also in engine, and that's fine because it's the next GTA. We kind of know what to expect to a certain degree.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's still like we didn't see actual gameplay of GTA
Yeah,
6.
but that's my point is that GTA 6, like we know it's gonna be a GTA, like we know what to expect. That
Yeah,
trailer just
exactly.
exists to show us the world, show us that the game's happening, etc. But if it's a new IP, we have no fucking idea what this world is, any of the characters. We just see a trailer with a bunch of fucking shit happening. We have no idea, you know? It's just I don't know, I
Mhm.
just don't get hyped by that at
Yeah.
all. I was gonna say, if Monster Hunter Wild did a cinematic trailer, like that would be hype as shit because we know Monster Hunter, you know. But if Monster
Okay,
Hunter was this
yeah.
brand new IP, like, and it just dropped a cinematic trailer, it just would have been like, okay, who cares, you know? Because we have no
Yeah.
fucking clue. I just
Because
think
that's the thing,
Mhm.
like that I found
Yeah.
a trailer that I thought was interesting. It's called Lost Sentinel, and it's described as a
yeah.
narrative-focused open-world action game. It's like that's literally all we know. It's set in like a futuristic Tokyo, which is just a cool setting, but besides that, we don't fucking know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, it's interesting, but I won't be actually hyped until we actually see the game.
Same with
Yeah.
what was her name? The lady that worked on Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yes,
She
that
announced a new game as well, and it was
is
just a
that
cinematic trailer.
Exodus? What's that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I
think
don't know what the
Exodus is
game was,
something else.
but it also I think only had a cinematic trailer.
I
So
think
I didn't really
Yeah.
care.
I have not because that was
Yeah,
I don't know what
exactly.
to
And it looked
expect from
cool,
that
but
game
it's like
either.
it's hard to care about an upcoming title when it's just a cinematic trailer, you know? Like I need to
Oh,
see
Yeah,
gameplay to
exactly.
get excited.
Kemuri. That's what it was called. Kemuri.
Yeah. Cuz I like it could be the most cinematic trailer you've ever watched and then it's a fucking top-down tower defense. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing. The Kemuri trailer also looked really cool, but I don't know, is that a multiplayer game?
Yeah,
Because
I don't
you saw
know
like
shit about
multiple
it.
characters come together in the
We don't
end.
know.
So I was
Yeah.
like, I guess it's multiplayer, and then there was like parkour in the cinematic trailer that looked cool, but we don't fucking know anything about it.
Yeah,
so.
it's just hard to I guess tease or get hype about, you know, a game that you have no no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there any other games we wanted to talk about?
I don't think
Oh wait, I have
so.
one. First Berserker Kazan.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
That
one
came out of
looked
fucking
sick.
nowhere. That was just like, why did that look so good? I don't know. That was so weird.
That game does look pretty
Like,
good.
I expected nothing from it, and then it just like is this badass protagonist, this incredible combat, insane bosses, like
Art style was
cool
also
art
really
style. The art
nice.
style was
Yeah.
so good. It was almost,
Yeah.
I don't know, it was almost like an anime God of War, but with like more Souls like
But also
combat,
really
maybe.
fucking Berserk inspired.
Very Berserk inspired. Oh my god, that game's gonna slap. Like that was crazy.
Like
Yeah,
that's
And
how
it's
you
just
do a fucking reveal. Just like
yeah,
we just
an
talked about
IP I know
cinematic.
nothing about. Yeah,
Yeah.
that, and now I'm super hyped for it because it was a
Exactly.
good trailer that showed a lot of
Like,
gameplay.
we all know the title of this game without even like looking it up for the previous ones, even though Kamuri looked cool. Nobody fucking knew the name.
Mhm.
This was like it surprised
It
us.
sticks with you.
Yeah, exactly.
You actually remember it because you're excited for it.
No, that game looked fucking sick. That was cool.
There's another game I want to talk about is Skull and Bones. Is anybody excited for that game at all?
Skull and Bones. Let me look it up. I don't
No,
remember
No,
it.
I don't remember what that was, honestly.
That's okay. Skull and Bones, the Ubisoft game that Ubisoft has been making for like
Oh.
almost 10 years, I think.
Okay, well, you said Ubisoft, so I'm good.
Yeah, it's because they had a hit with Assassin's Creed Black Flag and it's their pirate game. But every
Okay.
single time it gets shown or that it gets tested, people hate it. So they keep delaying it, and Ubisoft at this point doesn't even want to release it, but they're forced by the government because they're like they put so much money into it or something, they're like actually forced to release the game now.
Jeez.
I saw a
Wow.
video on that.
They're about to just
a
lose a
while
shit ton
ago.
of money, basically.
Yeah, exactly. They just have to
It's
publish
hilarious.
it now because it's been in development for that long and like stuff like that.
Oh
Wow.
man, sounds like Dead Island too.
Well, that game.
Oh,
Another
the
one is
new thing. The like every rumor was saying that there was gonna be a Dishonored 3, but it was fucking Marvel's Blade. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
how does that? Were all the rumors just fake, or is there like actually still a Dishonored 3 coming? That's so random.
That's
Well,
what rumors
I will
are,
say,
bro. You don't know.
But it was
in
like
the
it was like from an Xbox leak that happens with the like
exactly.
with the when Xbox wanted to buy like Activision and stuff, a lot of Xbox documents got released, and Dishonored 3 was part of that. And now
And if you
Arkane
remember,
revealed their next game, and it was like Marvel's Blades. It came out of nowhere.
Like Dishonored 3 could be coming, but leaks, you really gotta take leaks with a grain of salt, regardless of how credible the source is, because they're leaks.
Yeah, I mean, it might as well
It's not
be
official
cancelled.
news.
Like, we don't know. We
Well,
just
here's
know
the
that
thing,
officially at some point they were probably working on it. Maybe like super early stages, but we don't know what happened to it.
Mm-hmm.
in those
Maybe it's
papers,
still coming though.
Starfield was slated for 2021, and Dishonored was slated for 2024. So
Oh, okay. So they're probably
Starfield
pretty
came out.
close.
Yeah, so Starfield came out in 2023, right? So like, let's tack on 2 years,
Yeah.
2025, 2026. Like they wouldn't reveal it yet.
Yeah, if they're even working on it.
Gonna be dead
this
by the
point
time
Right.
Dishonored 3 comes out.
Oh, I know a game nobody's talking about. Mecha Break.
Mecha Break?
You guys remember that
Oh,
trailer?
Is
Was
that the
that the
trailer
Gundam
that
game?
looked like Gundam?
Me and
Oh, yeah.
Protagonist thought it was a Gundam game at first, but it's not. It's an original IP, and it looks really cool. It's just like Armored Core, but with much bigger like battlefields and like straight up like war zones where it's just like mechs going at it, and it looked pretty dope. I don't know. I think I'm interested.
Yeah, no, I thought it looked pretty cool. I'm not too interested in it, but
I'll just say like this Game
It
Awards
looked
was
dope.
so crazy with the reveals. Like
yeah.
this is the best reveal event in a long time.
Yeah, I also think so. Especially
Which
because
says a lot because the awards section was very lukewarm.
Yeah.
I think it was a cool show because a lot of people had their expectations for like things that like Death Stranding 2 or like sequels and stuff like that. But I thought it was really cool that we got a lot of that stuff with like a new Metaphor trailer. But we also got a lot of new stuff that we like
Yeah.
didn't even know about before. I like that there was a balance and it wasn't just all remakes, sequels, prequels, like actual new stuff as well.
Yeah, that's why I think like leaks are kind of lame because it's like imagine if the whole Game Awards got leaked somehow and we just knew the
Yeah, that
whole
would've
shit.
sucked.
Like yeah, it's like okay, we know everything, you know.
Yeah.
Or some sort of list got leaked and it like most of the IPs on there were featured in the show, like it would have been lame as hell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
something funny that happened was as soon as the Game Awards ended, they uploaded a new Like a Dragon 8 trailer on YouTube.
And
And
it's like that
and
is
it was
one
the
of the best
best
trailers I've ever
trailer
seen.
for the game. Probably one of the best game trailers I've ever seen. Yeah, period. And
That's
they
so
were just like,
weird.
nah, we're better than the Game Awards. We don't need that shit. Like, oh,
They knew
that
they
was
were going
funny.
to lose most anticipated.
It is weird that some games uploaded like extended trailers. Like the Rebirth
Oh,
trailer
that's what
was
I
also
wanted
not
to.
the same as the trailer that they showed at the Game
Yeah,
Awards.
there was something in my brain. Like I was thinking, I want to bring this up, but I couldn't remember what it was. And it was that. It was that 2 extended trailers that they didn't play, and that was the Rebirth extended trailer and the Kenzan or the Kazan.
And
Oh, the
Trailer.
Kenzan.
Berserker
That
game.
makes sense
Kenzan.
though,
the
not
Berserker.
showing the extended trailers because they're already like trying to fly through everything. Like the show is already so long, so not playing the extended ones kind of makes sense.
I mean, it was only 2 games though, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the thing is that in runtime, the Final Fantasy trailer also wasn't longer. It was just that during the Game Awards, they were showing like the orchestra playing the song, while in the trailer it's just
yeah.
new gameplay footage.
True.
So that was a
Yeah.
bit weird, but I guess yeah.
Mm.
One thing that I do want to say with the leaks that like Juno was also saying, I really like that not a lot got leaked and that the Dishonored leak was fake as well.
Yeah.
Because I was honestly pissed before that like Dishonored 3 was supposed to get announced here because I really fucking love Dishonored. And if that trailer showed up out of nowhere, I would have been really surprised. And then it got leaked, even though it was like a fake leak, I was kind of annoyed. But now I'm glad that it didn't get announced.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I can be actually surprised when it happens.
I'm actually kind of glad the Jet Set Radio leak didn't. What was the event prior? Do you guys
Xbox?
remember? Was it the Xbox event back when the Jet Set
Yeah.
Radio was actually the new Jet Set Radio actually got leaked? Was it the Xbox event that was happening?
Yes, because that's
Yeah.
where Persona also got announced officially, which got
Yeah,
leaked
yeah, yeah,
together
Persona
with Jet
leaked
Set
with,
Radio.
Yeah. I'm glad Jet Set Radio wasn't announced then because it was hype as shit when they announced it, as well as the fucking dozens of other titles.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
exactly.
I
I'm
hope they bring
glad.
back all the classic Sega games. That would
Mhm.
be cool.
Dude, I'm so excited for Jet Set and
They even
Crazy
said that the
Taxi.
only reason they can do that is because of how popular Yakuza, Persona, and Sonic are.
That's
I guess they
cool.
use the money from those
That they're
to
taking the
fund
money, yeah. That's
more
really cool.
projects.
I think they should remake Sonic the Fighters. Honestly.
Oh, true, yeah.
You say Sonic
Yeah.
Foo Fighters? What the fuck is that?
Sonic
the Fighters. It's a
Sonic games are
very
wild.
stupid fighting game that was included in Yakuza Gaiden.
Oh,
I see.
Okay, well,
Well, I think
I feel
that
like
was
that's everything.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
I hope so, 'cause I have to pee really bad.
Yeah, it's like 1 a.m. So. If
Yeah, well,
anything else, any things we want to mention before wrapping it up? Any videos that someone has planned? Or are we just ending it?
no, I don't
I
really have
think
anything to
that's
say.
it.
I gotta play more Dragon Quest Monsters, man. So cut this up real
There's
quick.
not much going on in my life.
Okay.
Got any
Interesting.
videos up and coming, Sammy?
I just talk about what I feel like talking about. So
Nothing on your mind
Yeah,
right now.
Yakuza 7 retrospective.
I should do that.
yeah,
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
do I'm gonna do an 8-hour Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise retrospective. Actually,
holy shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Juno, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say maybe I should try doing videos like that where I just talk about, because I feel like I could talk more about the whole like Game Award speech, like wrap it
Yeah.
up shit. I feel like I could go more into that.
No, you should do that. It's kind of fun. I also have like the videos that I have planned out, but then sometimes like with the Dan anime announcement, that just happened. I was like, oh, I want to talk about this now. So I just squeeze it in between the videos that I actually have planned. Like, it's kind of fun to just sit down and talk about something random that you want to talk about.
That's what I kind of want my channel to be. It's just like quick little videos giving my thoughts on things. But of course, I decided I should have my second video be a big project, and I've still been stuck on that.
Yeah.
So
What I
Yeah.
do is pretty simple. I just like have some gameplay, and I talk about a topic I want to. I really don't put a bunch of work. Like I don't use a script. I just
Yeah,
talk.
but, like that's also fun to listen to though. If you're just playing a game, something to have on in the background, like.
Yeah.
But every video has to be a fucking video essay.
Right.
But yeah, okay. Guess
okay,
that's
cool.
it then.
Yep.
We'll probably have one more JAMcast coming this year for like the 2023 recap our favorite things. So I guess that'll come out this month still, and that's it. Check out Sammy's account. Sammy, where can the
Mhm.
people find you for when you do upload something?
I don't mention when I upload, but maybe I should on Twitter or X. I'm sorry. Yeah,
X, formerly known as Twitter.
yeah. Twitter died. X survived.
Exactly. Yeah, so we'll have Sammy's links in the description. We'll have it on screen. We'll have our stuff where it always is. And that's it. Thanks for listening, everyone. That was the
Guys.
JAMcast episode 3. See you all next time.
Ooh, goodbye.
Yep. Play some good games.
Play some
Yeah.
good games
Like Alan
today,
Wake
like
2 and
Baldur's
Baldur's
Gate
Gate.
3.
That's my original intro that I made up
Intro.
myself. Or outro.
Intro, not again. I can't. I have to fucking.
JAMcast
Oh,
episode
God,
4
yeah.
right now. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do 4th episode right now. It'll be like that
Okay.
one competition where that lady wanted to win a Wii by not pissing, and then she died from not peeing.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna die
I have
from
to
too
go to the
much
bathroom. I'll be right back.
JAMcast.
Okay, well,
Okay, this
that's
is
it.
it.
That's
Goodbye.
outro. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.